Hello!
For the plus goal.
So long, Bowser. What a save! Thank you so much for playing my game.
RW9. Exclamation mark play.
What up? Oh no, why does it do this? It's ruining my intros. What's up, chat? What is going on? Rakes are the 26 months, tier 1. I Gold X, is that the first one? Yeah, I Gold X. David 11 months, tier 1. Rakes are the tier 1. 26 months. Zach is back. Thank you for the tier 1. Oh, and thank you for the tier 1. Habibi, thank you for the tier 1. Okalenko, thank you for the prime. Zach is back with a gifted to Edribble. Was Feer Jr. actually sick? No. No. You guys could tell. You guys could tell in the moment. Yo! Last second save of the hype train. Purple Relish saved at 26 months. The boys are back in town. No. Feer Jr. was not sick. He I don't know if you guys know about this children's disease that happens very often, hand, foot, mouth, where you get some stuff near your face and your hands and your feet, and you get a fever, and you get sick, and then it gets better. It's very viral, so schools are they're not gonna mess around with if they think that's what they see. Our guy, dude, if you don't clean his face off really good, he gets this little rash around his mouth, and so they just thought they thought it was hand, foot, mouth, or whatever. We kept him home anyways yesterday. I just hung out with him yesterday. That's why no stream yesterday. But literally just cleaned his face and he's fine, which we kind of knew, which is why I was saying he wasn't actually sick. But now we're back. Did you go to the pool? We go to the pool every day. Wait, a new 100 sheep streak? Hep Siegel. Wait, isn't Hep Siegel? That's a second. Isn't Hep Siegel already VIP? Oh no, Hep Siegel is not. Hep Siegel! Congratulations! Every day? Yeah, every weekday we go to the pool because he's been learning how to swim lessons. But also dude, Arizona, Southern Arizona in the summer, you're either in your house or you're in the pool. There's no other options. You're either in the house or you're in the pool. So Tiny, Terry's been audited for 1 year. Peak unemployment notification. What's game 1? Great question. I think we're gonna go to dark. Right, chat? I mean, I could put up a poll, but we're almost certainly gonna go to Dark's game. Who do we watch? Dark's game. It'll actually be close. NWPO's game. Ruas game. I think we're gonna watch Dark first. If Dark wins, he'll be playing NWPO, and we'll watch that one too. If not, we'll watch Nush, which will probably happen. How fast do you get burnt if you don't wear sunscreen? Fast. Fast. I don't know how else to say it. You wear sunscreen, or you go out after the sun's kind of down-ish, 4 p.m. kind of thing. Let me talk to the admin. Am I going to have a channel where I get info, or how do I hop in? Last time the admins gave me a little channel where they updated me on everything. Zach is back. They've been gifted. Chat, to keep the hype train going. We just need one sub. Just one more. It's time to use your prime to bring out the big guns. Who's the guy who has the anime alert when someone follows in? All of MENA. Basically all of MENA. You should add an anime alert anytime anyone chats in Arabic. Just full screen. All borders. Hen dude 127. They were the prime gamer. The hype train continues. Guys, I was watching this one streamer that I like to watch. He used to play WoW. Now I check in on him because he's a degenerate. For some reason, I just like to peek in on the degeneracy. You know, anytime you like see a slice of life that you don't relate to at all, it's kind of like interesting to watch. Anyways, he's the king of farming hype trains. He's farmed so many, he like has world record. What he says the whole time during the hype train is he goes, guys, this is not even about the money. This is not even about the money. This is just about getting the hype train. So I need to steal his lessons, you know. This is just about getting, you know, a hype train going. What drops did you just get? I don't know. I just closed some challenges because I wanted them out of the way. Do you make more money than your wife now? No, not even close. Chat, this guy, guys, this is not even about them. I don't even care about the money. This is about trying to catch up to Dr. Feer, okay? Can we get just a couple more subs in the hype train so I can feel more like a man? 4 more subs and I'll feel just a little bit more like a man around the house and we'll get just a little bit closer, okay? What's the link to support Dr. Feer? She already lost that. Don't support Dr. Feer. She already lost that. She already lost that. I'm convinced sending 100 subs right now. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. She lost because chat didn't gift enough. I mean, she isn't wrong about that. Where's the Arabic stream for today? Probably go to Cresper. I think Cresper is going to be covering lots of different games. I don't know which ones exactly. He might focus on different games than me. But yeah, Cresper. And then team streams. Every team stream will have, you know, not every player has a team stream, but you can just look through the Rocket League category. It's usually pretty easy to find. There's not that many people. Cresper not live. He's not live yet because he doesn't go live early because he's not in the grind set like me. Okay? Me, I'm on the grind set. Okay? Hype train is still live. Maybe we go here. Keep the hype train going. 2 minutes 35 seconds. I pull up marbles right now early. If we get 4 gifted. When's Ruas match? That's my hack. Just hold marbles. Just dangle marbles in front of you know, everybody. I was talking to Johnny last week about like streamers that just try and get gifted subs. And he was, you know, maybe talking about them slightly in a negative content. And I'm like, tell me about it. Streamers that try and get gifted. Down with them, am I right? Anyways, 4 gifted, chat. Let's keep the hype train going. Okay, let go! Thank you for the 5 gifted! W! Mejipai. They were the 5 gifted. Chat, if you guys hate streamers who try and farm subs, can I get 5 gifted? 5 gifted to show that you hate streamers who farm subs. Cue it up, chats. We're starting off today with some dark 1v1. The prodigal son has returned to our favorite game mode. And we're going to watch him today. A Harder Banana, thank you for the 12 months Prime. A Pug's Life, thank you for the 20.
We are so back.
So back. Play exclamation points. All right, we're hyping. Only 3 more subs for the hype to continue. What's our next most hyped song? You know what we don't listen to very often anymore? This one. Chat is the practice. Here's the practice today. We're going to start with Dark versus Fahad. If Dark wins and NWPO wins, we'll watch this. Otherwise, we'll probably be watching Ruas Nush over here. And then we'll probably follow Dark through lower bracket if I guess after that, assuming he's still in. What is it, Sleaze Breeze? Can we hurry up? You have a massage in an hour? You guys know I have no control. I have no control. Yo, I don't worry. They've got 13 months tier 1. Outside Smoke 97. They've got 3 months consecutive, but 9 months total tier 1. We're at 1 prime away from this hype train continuing.
Feels good to be 13 months old.
Waja has a question. Feer, I want to hear your top 3 in 1v1 MENA. Great. Ruas, NWPO. Yay, Nush, Clears. One of those 3. Ball blood and they've been gifted. All right, let's find out. Chat, who is number 3 1v1 player in MENA? Is it Nush? Is it Clears? Is it TRK511? Or are you just wrong? Chat, you guys remember this song? We can only play like 2 seconds of it to get not DMCA'd. I'm not even sure we can go more than that. We had to take a few second break before we started up again. All right, unfortunately, we can't listen to it. go here. More Rocket League music. You feel like you're playing Bandle again? Looks like chat has TRK number 3. I think that's pretty fair. Run the marbles. Oh, are there marbles up? Chat time, make one play. Can you click the blue start button? I don't know. Where is it at? Effing. Are we back? Brief F? Okay. So here's the thing, chat. I have turned off. I have taken my router that I thought could be at fault out of the loop. Or at least out of my specific loop to my PC. Which means it's just an ISP thing. Which is annoying. But honestly, maybe my router just actually handled that better. Maybe the other router dies in the connection. Has to do the whole restart thing. This one just dropped some frames and then survived. So maybe there's a chance it's better. Me and you effing? Chat, type O in the chat if both of us are effing. Me and you at the same time. Six subs and maybe I can afford to not F ever again. Blame it on your ISP. At this point, there's nothing else I can do. I've taken as much of their stuff out of the loop as I can. And so if I'm still dropping frames, you know, it's just their fault. It's just the reality. I think very often, people like to pretend like they can do something about it. And very often they just can't. Which, what can you do? Chat, we got 1 minute for the biggest hype train of our lives. We would just need 6 subs to keep it going. If you sub 6 times, I'll start marbles right now. Yo, Rue with a 10 gifted! W 10 gifties. The biggest hype train of all time continues. Evample made main event. Let's go. Might need to stay up late at night and watch a little OCE. This is Vacanus's race, by the way. Whoa, ASMR, dude. Big time. Vacanus does not look like Vacanus's race to me. It's looking like Birenti's race. This is the most dadish stream I've been a part of in my whole Twitch career. What about this experience has been dadish to you? Be honest. The fact that the person on screen has 2 children. Because something tells me if you saw this exact stream without it being from a person with 2 children, you wouldn't say that. The dance? Nah, the dance is fire. Now, see, I refuse to believe that the dance isn't just the most fire dance you've ever seen. Nope. You'll never convince me. Were you like this before Feer Jr. was born? Expand. A great, amazing dancer? Yeah, that was natural. That was natural. It's been that way since all time. Awaja, by the way, it looks like everyone seemed to think TRK Or Nush. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Killiers played up to a level where he was number 3. I think number 3 is tough. I'm assuming when you ask top 3, that's what you're really asking, because obviously it's got to be Ruas, NWPO 1-2. You'll be real hard pressed to find someone who doesn't have those two guys 1-2. He's trying to win. Let him focus. You really do have to really lock in order to win these. Parenti 247. Your winner of the marbles. All right, can I keep my own hype train going with this gifted? We currently need 6 subs. Maybe we're only gonna need 5 after this. We only need 5. You've been in YouTube chat for getting your sub tier? Well, you gotta stay here then, man. Actually, don't really. You can be in YouTube. I like Harsh Egg 4395 Hades over there holding it down as the mod. Can you unban Zimir in Twitch so I can watch, please? It's been like a month. You want Zimir out of your chat in YouTube so that he can go back? Hey, Feer, did you apply to stream that RLCS event? Apply? I'm not really sure what you mean. Who was last? It was so hard to see. Quick funeral, but we're currently hype training, so we can't mourn them for too long. Rico. I don't know why some people get a red and some people get a green. Maybe if they typed before the end of the game or something. But Rico. Yeah, it's a tough draw for you, Rico. It's a tough draw, but that's the way the marbles roll. What about this song? Only the real fans hear this song. 5 subs. 1 hype train for the rest of our lives. 1 minute, 5 subs. Where were you when the hype train hit level 7? We are going to start with Dark versus Fahad 506. We're going to pivot after that. Leaks. No, luckily that stuff doesn't leak. It's just me pulling up the scoreboard. We're going to pivot after that to either Dark if he wins, because NWPO will almost certainly win. So it'll be Dark NWPO. Or we'll go to Ruas Nush, assuming it's going to be NWPO versus Fahad, or yeah, Fahad in that case, right? All right, chat. 07s to the hype train. Thank you guys for the subs. It be dead. 34 sub gifts. My goodness. And a 1 bit. So thank you to the person who put a bit in. PayPal scammed you? Sorry. You gifted 5, but it got rejected? Oh, brutal. Dude, the hype train is going to keep hyping. Taruk is pretty good as well. Honestly, the fact that Dr. Known and Muhammad did not qualify implies that MENA's kind of stacked. Mr. Go Live, fire emoji. That's me, baby. That's me. Mr. Go Live. You're about to get 1,000, but I think there was a glitch. No! Dang it, dude. You always know JBP's good for 1,000. He's always good for 1,000. What a tough break. Rada Willie will be good. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty interested. Rada TRK will be good. These are all games. All the upper bracket games, probably. I would be down to, like, stream individually. But it's just, that's not how it's going to work, obviously. MENA, no mainstream. So instead of doing the blocks of 4, they just fly through it like the good old days. So they're just going to fly through. You're in Group C? Ah, sick, dude. Dark plays at how much time? About 8 minutes. Clone yourself. You're going to gift 1,293, but you quit your job. I can almost believe that, because how much would that put you at or something? I'm guessing that's a clean number if You were to gift that amount? Oh no, that's how much you've gifted all time. No Dark in the title? Wait, Dark's first name in the title. What do you mean? All right, we can get off these hype train songs that we listened to already and get into the good songs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Feer, congrats on the RLCS casting. It was Pog. Thank you. Anyone know how TRK has been looking? He lost to check-in bot, and then he lost to Ruas and Rada. Yeah, I did hear the new Koi song. We listened to it on stream. You're gonna gift 1,000 to help feed the baby Fears, but I remember I have 4 kids of my own. Prime sub it is. Fair. Check-in bot has always been kind of nice with it, dude. No question. Check-in bot, kind of filthy in ones. Has a good matchup in ones where he's going up against just a single player's mental and memory. It's obviously tougher for check-in bot in threes. Has to go up against like a coach and 3 different people's mental, so it could be tough. First time chatting on stream. Sick, dude. How many more messages do you think it'll take before you type DSC underscore 1439? Who else can win other than NWPO and Ruas? Nush, TRK, and Killiers. But Ruas and NWPO are for sure the favorites. Can you stare for a minute? I need the toilet. I'm basically always staring, let's be honest. Is Dark playing today? Dark is right here. For those of you guys looking for Dark, I'll keep him highlighted so your eyes are drawn to Dark. Ops greater than Killiers? It's possible. I can see Ops beating Killiers. Can we do another marbles, please? Here's what I'll say. We can Qui one up, but I cannot guarantee that we play it. Where's Ruas POV? I don't know if he has an individual streamer. There's a good chance Cresper does it. I like watching the water go. So peaceful. I just feel like this is like water simulation is like really good for a random marbles game, no? Like, why is this water flowing so good? Donga CJ, they're to 3 months. When does it start? It starts in 4 minutes, hopefully. I haven't gotten any match info.
Aga.
4 minutes to start. Want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Poke Rogue Run when? I don't know what that is. Who win the World Cup? I haven't seen that USA team lose yet, so why would I predict against them? I dreamt of having you with me on a flight. Was it at least a short flight, dude? Flown a few times to the East Coast, man. Just like 4 hours versus 2 is just a big difference. MENA plays every match at the same time instead of just one side. That's right. Oh, will you stream Ruas? Here's what I've told you guys what I'm going to do. I'll say it again, though, as people flow in. Here's my plan. I'm going to watch Dark versus Fahad 506. If Dark wins and NWPO wins, which is more of a given. If NWPO wins and Dark wins, we're going to watch NWPO versus Dark. Too good to miss. If that doesn't happen, let's say Fahad beats Dark, then we'll probably go to Ruas Nush because I think that'll be the next best game. Ruas versus Nush in this upper bracket semis. After that, we'll be flowing. Like, there's going to be a lower bracket game to pick up at that point, and it'll kind of depend who won, who lost, which one's good. Fear, you're coded? Thank you, Ibrax TTV. When does 1v1 MENA start? It should be starting in 2 minutes. My only worry is that I see no match info so far. Oh, Dark isn't checked in. Let me go see if I can help get him to check in. He's in game, so he should be checking in. I just let him know. Maybe he was queuing up a ranked game or something. So you got to choose between watching MENA and NA. Not today. Not today, you don't. Today you're good. Tomorrow you do. Good morning, afternoon. It's about to start. Yes, sir. Oh, I meant to put this on the screen. All right, I got info now. Which I'm assuming means he checked in. Just me and the referee in this lobby, though. Thanks for saving us, Mr. Feer, so we can watch MENA too. Yes, there was another Fahad who won tournaments of mine and stuff, but that's not this one. I've watched your content on YouTube for a few years. I love your commentary in the game. So thank you, Mindless Agents. Appreciate you, gamer. This is not the OG Fahad. No, this is not the one that's won tournaments that you've watched for a long time. It's a different Fahad. I say with 80% certainty. What does the referee do? He makes sure nobody fouls anybody. And he gives yellow cards, red cards. Well, Fahad's going to go test out the lobby. Why is there no clears? I don't know if Dark is going to arrive or if he's ghosting it. Why would he? Is he just deciding like, I ain't gaming. I know I'm in game. I know I'm in training. I know I could join. But I don't want to. Do you think NWPO can become 2-time 1v1 world champ? Yes. He's one of the favorites. It's very possible. It's hard to repeat ever, but yeah. Makes no sense to me. Why was Sam never streamed anywhere? And why isn't Rocket League Esports streaming any of this live right now? They're going to be live doing NA tomorrow. And historically, they've never done this region, so. But what's interesting is that actually you probably will. Is Dark coming? Do you know? Should I go to a match that's gonna be played? I don't have any more info than they do. Maybe he said Dark is now away on Steam. Well, nope, he is now away on Steam. Don't know how long you have to be idle for that. Okay, we're gonna. He gave me Ruas this game. Do you guys want to watch Ruas until Dark checks in? Okay, let me know if Dark checks in. Okay, this is Ruas KJJ. And if Dark checks in, I'll bail over there. But Dark is currently away on Steam still. Alright, Ruas wants to wait 6 minutes anyways. Oh, we can turn the music off. Terry likes to join the lobby, I think because he likes to show off his referee decal. You know, what's the point of wearing the decal if you never load into the game and show it off? You never seen the NFL referee decal? Can you ask Tiny Terry to unban Proverb in the main channel? No, Proverb absolutely earned his perma. Like he literally got 24-hour ban for something, then just doubled down. Like what? Like it's like you want to get permit. Like I don't understand. I have no sympathy for him at all. You get banned for something, you get your warning, and then you just do it again. Like you got to get perma. Clearly, you've decided you're a problem child. Thank you for the 6 months, Topcorn. Yeah, I read YouTube chat a little bit less often because you guys are a little bit less active. Ruas has decided he actually doesn't like the server, after all. Flip the bit, they were the 60 months. All right. I'm gonna get Terry on my Terry, we're friends. Oh yeah, you're RLCS referee. Hopefully I just invited my actual Tiny Terry friend and not someone else who's currently named RLCS referee. Yeah, it looks like that's Terry. Sick. You can pull me in. Join party match. I'm also like out of the corner of my eye watching Dark's Steam. Dark is now DQ'd? Okay. No Dark won't be win anymore. We'll take him out of the title. He's in game too. How unlucky, dude. Crazy to be in game and still DQ. I didn't think about whether we'd rather watch the Ruas game or the NWPO game, but we'll just go Ruas game. Iraqi Ahmad did not play once. He's played MENA RLCS before. You have to go to Jordan. You have to go somewhere out of Iraq to play it. So I imagine it's like a little bit cumbersome. And so probably just didn't want to do that for ones. Nobody tried to contact Dark? I mean, I did, right? I did contact, or I did attempt to contact Dark. Messaged him on, I guess I could have also messaged him on Discord, but surely he's been messaged by the admins on the Discord that we're talking in, you know? But I also messaged him on Steam. He's in game, in training, but away from his computer. So I would refund it, to be honest. The match didn't happen. You could pull the like, technically, you're also betting on them checking in. 3-bet 771, maybe to tier 1. But that's, I mean, I don't, come on. I won't hate the mods if they decide to give it to the Fahad crowd, but I think if it was up to me, which I guess it is, except for that I'm being lazy and not going to cancel it, I would just cancel it. In fact, I need to go cancel it right now. It's been canceled already. Break. W. Yeah, now we need a new prediction. Ruas versus KJJ. Hopefully, Dark finds his way back. Chat, you guys think it was my fault? Is it because I was going to watch the Dark game? Or am I being overly sensitive? I'm like, Dark played all the 1v1 bracket until I was going to watch a game, and then he stopped. Little bit too convenient. Yeah, not showing up is of course an automatic forfeit. He will get pushed to lowers where he could come in and check in later. I talked about it before, but Dark actually don't know if I talked about it on stream. I've talked about it with someone else. Dark didn't check in to his first day of MENA, so he did not check into his first round. But luckily for him, his opponent also didn't check in. And because he had the higher seed, he moved forward and got to continue in the bracket. Oh, dude, Cresper's here. It means the NWPO match is maybe getting on streamed, but it's kind of too late to be jumping around. Dark might be praying because it's time for Salah. To be fair, Dark's matches often do seem to get delayed for prayer times, but he is much better at reporting that ahead of time every other time he's played than right now. Feer is the best place to watch these tournaments for years. Longtime fan, came from YouTube. What up, Captain Ganja Go? It's 10 minutes late. What are they doing? They're trying to build the hype. Is it working? There we go! It's Ruas versus KJJ, the king of breezies. Except that's not what he has in his name anymore. If you guys have watched a good amount of the stream, you know that KJJ has played on the stream before and normally has the suffix to his name, King of Breezies. But KJJ does not have that today. Maybe he's no longer the King of Breezies. Maybe he's been usurped. Or maybe the admins forced him to just be called KJJ, which actually matches his name on Steam, but he is the King of Breezies! What did I try and tell you? It only took 26 seconds for the King of Breezies to arrive. And he's gonna flick one top shelf for the fans. And it's 1-0 for KJJ. It took him so much longer to get a Breezy when he had King of Breezies in his name. So maybe he's just a humble king now and has decided, I'll let the Breezies speak for themselves. Ruas, he's been playing only a little bit of 1v1 in preparation for RLCS 1s. He's somebody that you guys had in our predictions as the favorite to win, which is surprising. I think NWPO probably still would be my prediction until we see the grand finals. Ruas was close last time. Nice fakes. Fake near post, fake near post. Then finally switches to the far post to make it 1-1. You can see KJJ falling for it there. Ruas picking up the pieces here a bit late. Probably for a couple of reasons. One, the leaderboard was infested with bots, so it's hard to keep up for a long time. And just maybe not as interested as he's locked into threes. We try to get him some matches. We've got him pretty much only one, right? Just Ruas versus Raziers, I think, is the only show match he's played outside of the RLCS. But Ranked is fixed, so I'm sure he's gotten a ton of ranked practice. I know I at least saw him queue a few times against the Mock and trade some games with him. So he's been able to keep it going, and he might have just convinced KJJ to own goal. Not quite, though. This ball too high, and now rotating back into his half. That's a pretty decent mistake from Ruas, I would say. KJJ not able to fully counter. Recovery's so much better today's ones games than they were once upon a time. That might have been a goal the other way. Can KJJ, the king of breezies, find a way to breezy his way across the field? Ruas not going to make him do it because Ruas going to wait all the way out at midfield. And I actually don't know if I love KJJ giving him the ball there from a long distance flick. Ruas backing off as KJJ switches the field. Ruas pinching it. And KJJ, not for a second, has to pretend like that's on target. He knows it's not. Boost respawned conveniently for Ruas underneath them. And now he'll take two in air dribble. One that starts so close to the net, it's hard to get a real angle. Oh, KJJ got faked. I mean, Ruas barely even had to drive near the ball, and it was enough for KJJ to lose possession control because he got faked by the aura. That being said, he's got a good save, good counter, and KJJ back in the lead. MENA is so strong in ones. You know, it's not just KJJ. There's Ops, there's Taruk, there's Rada, there's Willie, there's Nush, there's Dark. There's so many different players who can play at the highest level. And I think one of the best ways to prove that is the fact that Dr. Known, a top 20 or so ones player on the leaderboard usually, did not make main events. FBI, that's a good one that I did not list. So many good players to not make main event. And this is your opportunity to realize that maybe here with KJJ versus Ruas. You might have thought we were going to come in here and watch a clean sweep, pure domination from beginning to end from Ruas. And what you're seeing now is a Ruas who's struggling against the king of breezies. The prediction was 95-5 for KJJ, which I'm assuming some of the Ruas believers are at least sweating slightly about that. I would say their one plus side so far is that KJJ has looked afraid at times, or at least not quite as in control of the match as you need to get a win. He's handed possession away a few times, made some poor touches. Not all of them have been, you know, immediately getting scored on just yet, but over the course of a long series, Ruas can take advantage of most of them. And here's another mistake that Ruas will equalize. Hand run, stay with us 17 months, tier 1. How we doing today? Doing well. Watching a little bit of MENA 1v1. You guys can see the FPS counter again. That is so interesting. I don't know how that happens. I'm going to toggle full screen on and then back off. Dude, it's always there for me, but I notice it's in the recording right now. And it's not always in the recording, and I honestly don't know why. I mean, I could turn it off in Steam, but I always keep it there to have an idea of what's, you know, my frames are like. And it normally doesn't show up in the recording. Even when it had a problem last time, it fixed itself and was back off. So I don't know what's up today. But Ruas gonna air dribble reset, and he's up 5-3 ever since I started hyping up KJJ just a little bit too much. Ruas speedier than KJJ. KJJ got enough of that one. Now reset. Oh my goodness, the king of breezies absolutely sent the breezy. It's interesting that the king of breezies, oh, just a brutal 50. Ruas has scored 5 straight since I started to hype up KJJ. I think that's my bad. KJJ was playing a good game 1 up until then. KJJ missing his open net opportunity as well. Dark, if you guys are tuning in or expecting Dark to be playing, we thought he'd be playing too, but he went away. He's actually in game and DQ'd out of the first round. We'll see if he returns before fully DQing out of the event. A breezy and a musty is KJJ. Oh my goodness, nothing will go his way. He read the fake kickoff, and it was crossbar down and out. A musty and a breezy are, if you ask me, close enough that I'm unoffended by calling it all just a musty. And that's what I've done for a long time, and chat gets mad at me for it. But it's specifically how you set it up. Musties are usually like you roll in a backflip and then flick it forward. And breezies are more of like a tornado spin into it and then flick it forward. But the end result is just, it's still a musty. It's just how you set it up and then you flick a musty. So it's fine to call them musties. The only reason why I'm even mentioning breezy is because KJJ is, of course, the king of breezies, according to himself. Yeah, I call them both musties, yeah. I could have been the problem. I think calling them both musties is fine if you ask me. Some people get mad about that. But whatever. Life goes on. Why is he shouting confirmed? Yeah, I don't know why he has caps lock on so often. Game number 2. Ruas KJJ. 60% keyboard, and I have scoreboard bound to caps. Ah, dude, the 60% keyboard is such aura, and I got one, and then I had it for 2 weeks, and then I was just like, so wait, this is just bad. Like, if I'm not like an FPS player who needs like so much space for my keyboard, it's just like less useful buttons and more tricks I have to do to just type. So I gave up on it. Went back to a full keyboard. A 10 keyless? I did 10 keyless too, and I was still just like, numpads are kind of like insane. So ultimately I'm just back. 75% is nice, good sweet spot. Yeah, I'm just back to the fulls. I just have a nice full with numpad keyboard. Tons of great buttons to press. Love them all. Love them all too much. Oh, the king of breezies! Fakes the flick. And Ruas kneels to the king, of course. Actually, that was more a musty. I don't even think you could argue that was a breezy. It was a musty fake. Why all comments should be in English? Doesn't that a racism? I've never seen this before in Arabic channels. I think, first off, in all Twitch streams, you just gotta only include languages you understand, which for me is just English. But my guess is the inverse. In Arabic streams, you probably see English and people don't get mad. I think Arabics are just better at 2 languages than English speakers. I feel like English is maybe a bit more prevalent in Arabic speakers, so they can kind of understand both usually. And us English speakers, our brains are too small. We can't understand any Arabic, so that's the reason why. That's why it doesn't seem fair. It's not, as you called it, a racism, though, I would say. Nice. Acceleration. I saw a post. What was it? I'm trying to remember. Somebody was trying to say that I was not favoring MENA, and I can't remember why it was. Because in some tweet, somebody responded to me and said I was clearly, you know, not showing love to the MENA homies. And I think it was maybe because I had Zen above Ruas or something in the Triple Crown potential, or like not including clears or something. I can't remember. It was something silly, but I love the idea that someone could think that I'm not MENA biased, or sorry, anti-MENA biased. Ruas. Little physical play. We see 2 sky blue Affluenters. Looks like so far it hasn't lost any hype, dude. I thought there was a good chance it was going to lose hype once everybody could get it. It's both been available for free in Twitch drops and available in the shop. So just about everybody who wants it should have it. And I was kind of expecting it to maybe fall off, but looks like it has not fallen off yet. Ruas with the Diaz challenge. He might have to play Diaz if he makes the grand final. And he shows him how it's done with a nice full field dribble. Top shelf. Why always the MENA guys? What about Sam? Sam overlaps with EU is probably one of the biggest reasons why. MENA is earlier and overlaps with NA. But EU is kind of always, you know, been #1 region, still is. But NA is a bit of an easier region to compete with. And because of the day shift, like right now, no NA today, just a free day with no other RLCS. And NA and MENA's time zones are so different, you can sometimes just do both. That's probably the best reason why. One slow toast, David is 17 months prime. Ruas 1v1 on your screen is true. Ruas is back. And he's in a close game with KJJ, but I would say he's on track for his expected sweep. Fake wave dash shot. KJJ did get enough to force him back. Ooh, nice undercuts. KJJ gonna tie it up. Orofi TV, the name of the 16 months prime. Yeah, Dark FFs. Dark is still away. He's in game, in training, but away. So I don't know if he'll ever be back. I'm assuming he'll be back like in a grand sense, but maybe not back in time for today's bracket. KJJ. Gonna back off now. Ruas. Nice outplay. 5-4 for Ruas. With 1:10 left to go. Oh, little reset for KJJ. He gets the side flip off of the carry, but still Ruas. You think Ruas is just hanging around with KJJ? You expect a KJJ resurgence here? My understanding is that Dark has the opportunity to show back up and try and qual through lowers. Assuming he's able to come back before his match is ready for him. KJJ needs a great 50 here. Good enough. Let's keep possession going. First touch reset. It's been very impressive with the resets. But the shot is red. Ruas knew he's going to wave dash and power the shot up. There's an interesting half flip. Nice punishment. I like this little half flip from KJJ. It looks like he's flipping away and leaving to play, but it's actually a half flip landing and lands in position to take a shot, which Ruas is not ready for. Had went to go pick up boost. Okay, fake kickoff. You'd have definitely more than enough time to handle the possession and convert on a fake kickoff. So not a bad choice. Clean catch. Maybe. Ooh, I was hoping for a fake flick. Oh, they met inside the net, which is not going to allow KJJ to recover. Will he get a friendly bounce? No, he won't. Scammed. Ruas up 2-0. The first two people to ever play in a show match were Lissome and Jordan. And it's not the Jordan who ended up being pro. It's like a different Jordan, pretty sure. First ever Fear match. Lissome, Jordan. I mean, you can just go on YouTube and see him. You can go watch it if you want. Game number 3. KJJ needs a breezy, and he needs it yesterday. Ruas. Last bit of boost. Oh, a little resets. Pogo-esque type shots. That's right. I'm willing to try and call it a pogo. KJJ, nice backflip. Wow, Ruas, great recovery. KJJ trying to flick over the top of the pre-jump, and Ruas still got a little bit of something, but wasn't able to stop the follow-up. I think this marks the 3rd straight game that KJJ has scored first. I think KJJ has scored first in every game, but Ruas has won them and is still the favorite to win this one as well. Ooh, wow. Look at the angle. Ruas didn't even watch it. He tried to find it. KJJ, a little ground pinch flick. Not nearly enough power or the right position to make that work. KJJ, in the first minute of a game, is the best Rocket League player to play. The question is, can he continue it in the pre or the later minutes? Ruas said nice one because he probably liked the early challenge, was impressed by KJJ surprising him there. Another demo. Another goal for KJJ. Ruas just going to be able to shoot this on net while KJJ stays preoccupied with midfield boost. You think KV1 has any chances to win the RLCS 1v1 World Championship? You know, he's definitely an underdog, no question. KV1, the South American representative, will play the winner of this bracket, the MENA bracket, in the semifinals. No question is he an underdog. I think that people will over-exaggerate his level of underdogness. For example, you know, if Yan or Swift were there, people might have more faith, but actually the KV1 has had a lot of historical success in ones, good tournament results. I think he could definitely put up a strong fight. He's also a very frustrating ones player to play against. Kind of game that should translate to LAN, kickoffs, low game, flick game. As long as he's not extremely nervous, he won't have the kind of pressure Moxie has. So I think he can play well. I think that the MENA winner will almost certainly be favored against him, but then he'd have to follow it up with a win over EU or NA. It's going to be tough. I think KV1 will almost certainly come in as, you know, the 4th seed of the 4 players. The King of Breezy's denied on his flick, but it doesn't mean, I mean, when there's only 4 players in a tournament, you know, it's only 2 matches you have to win. Definitely could become World Championship. Become World Championship, yes, that's right. Ruas has equalized and trying to get his regularly scheduled lead after KJJ gets off to a good start. The King of Breezies launches another one. He likes the basically like side flip type breezies. Oh, get absolutely. Oh, wait, good recovery. He got absolutely faked, but managed to make it back. KJJ falling off the ceiling, jumps down, but cannot react to the Ruas shot. Top shelf, top corner. Hopefully we get ourselves some 1v1 lands with more regions, more players. On the broadcast, I picked KV1 to be our kickoff representative when we were making the perfect player. And let's just say I was clearly prophetic. I would not have predicted KV1 to be the representative, but man, did that pick age like fine wine after KV1 won Sam. Ruas, air triple 50. KJJ managed to keep it out, but is going to get bumped away. Nice recovery. Saved his flip. Ruas will sneak in a little boost steal. And now turn to Shadow. Going to go for a backboard double. One that KJJ going to have a tough time stopping. Ruas did miss on his own, though. Ruas pinch clear. Wait, not a goal, right? I can't believe that was almost on target. He was really just trying to get the ball out of his own half after getting boost taken from him. But he almost got the right bounce. Ruas, ooh, getting air triple bump today. Very hard to see a Ruas get air triple bumped. So good at dodging it. To be fair, KJJ has been just going breezy after breezy after breezy. Maybe he was able to hide his intentions here by going for one only late into game 3. Big kickoff win, though, for Ruas. And nice recovery save. And KJJ accidentally pushing Ruas out to a better position to defend from. Ruas slammed to the back wall. KJJ doing his best to hold out that flip as long as he could. He wants the ball to bounce off the wall, and if he can get away with it, just follow it straight down the center of the field. But he's worried about Ruas diving at any moment. KJJ might be on the board here with a game win if Ruas isn't careful. KJJ going to pick up. Ooh, not going to pick up 100. I don't think he got 100. Oh, no, he did. Good. Looks like he missed it there for a second. KJJ dodging the bump. He's got himself a game win as we head to game number 4. How is the matches around the world going? By world, I mean other matches in MENA. Clear sweeps. Rada forfeits. What is the deal with MENA, bro? Rada forfeits. MENA. I love you so much. But why do you have forfeits in your top 16? They forfeit before the series even started, not before it's over. Game number 4. Dark DQ'd, Rada DQ'd. DQ is a better way to put it. Not even forfeit. They just probably didn't show up for their matches. KJJ, 4 straight games in a row, says you will not score first. I am the one who goes up 1-0. No, it's not even, it's just like a Feer Junior situation where I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed, I'm just disappointed. You had so much potential, MENA. Just check into your games. Ruas has had good reads defensively on when to use his flip to get out away from a defender without overshooting it. Came to my attention that you implied on a certain social network. Oh, that's what it was. Yes, it was my tweet about Nas being the 1v1 GOAT. That's the tweet. I couldn't remember what the tweet was. Ruas, full fit air dribble, resets, top left. We can bring it up now on stream. Chat, if Nas wins the World Championship this year, is he the 1v1 GOAT? With his many salt mines and now in RLCS 1v1 Worlds. Been great over a long time. Somebody responded to that and said, of course you don't think NWPO is the GOAT because you're biased against MENA. And I guess he has a point, because if it's not Ness, it's still not NWPO. NWPO's not even number 2. I mean, he's pretty close. He's up there. But NWPO's, dominance is well timed, is what I'll say. It was well timed around the first ever RLCS, 1v1 World Championship. But the longevity that leads to being considered a GOAT isn't there yet. Another win in another bracket, and then it's time to start talking about it, because now he's won the 2 most important 1v1, championships by far. So both of them are probably in the conversation, but, maybe neither of them are right now, or if Nas is certainly further ahead. Nice shot from Ruas. Moxie's the GOAT if we count all eras. True. He did hold on longer than, like, say, Ruas. Ruas and Moxie started around the same time, but Ruas, maybe could argue, slipped away from ones while Moxie continued. So you also account for community tournaments and leagues for GOAT status. Yeah, definitely. That's been the entirety of the one scene up until this last year, when it was first added to RLCS. So you have to. I mean, the conversation is boring if you don't. Guys, who's the 1v1 GOAT? Personally, I think it's the one player who hasn't lost a single time in the RLCS. Yeah, of course. If you only include the RLCS era, how could NWPO not be the GOAT? He hasn't lost. Like, it has to be NWPO. But 1v1's been around a lot longer than just this last year. So maybe that's what that person was thinking. They're like, I don't understand. 1v1 was created as a game mode this last year, and NWPO hasn't lost a single game. How can you give it to someone else? In that case, they would be correct. I understand why they're so upset. Ruas, ooh, power slide cuts. He is trying to finish off this series. The fun thing about the GOAT conversations is they're impossible to really settle, and that's why everyone feels they can have an opinion and kind of be right about their opinion. The tougher one, or the one you can't just have opinion on anything, is like, who's the best right now? That's why people talk about that almost a little bit less. Too simple, too boring. Let's try and compare legacies over a game format that has changed so much over the course of the years, so it's impossible to compare wins from different, times in the game mode. There's the GGs. Pogo? It's not my match. It's RLCS after all. Ruas will advance in game number 4 to face Nush, which we'll watch on this stream coming up next. All right, let's pump some ads out of the way while we look to see if we can maybe watch party another game before the next round. Let's go see who's gaming. Willie V was watching me. Tenacity was watching me. Alpha Cap was watching me. Raven is watching Cresper, who was watching that game. So the whole community was watching Ruas KJJ. Breezy was watching me. Did Breezy know he was watching the King of Breezies?
We say it fair. We say it fair, G.
Did you know you were watching the King of Breezies?
We say it fair, G.
Did you know you were watching the King of Breezies?
Of course, bro. Of course. I played this guy. I played this guy before. He actually rips them. Of course, bro. I played this guy. I played this guy before. He actually rips them.
Who backs down first?
World's most delayed
Who backs down first?
form of contact. What? What'd you say? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Down first.
Form of contact.
I mean, he could tab away or I could tab away and this would end. I mean, he could tab away or I could tab away and this would end. I mean, he could tab away or I could tab away and this would end.
No, my friend, I'm staying. I'm waiting for Ruas Nush. No, my friend, I'm staying. I'm waiting for Ruas Nush. No, my friend, I'm staying. I'm waiting for Ruas.
Oh, you're not going to be able to see that other side of the screen. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that other side of the screen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you're not going to be able to see that other side of the screen.
Oh, my God. Maxed out, chat. Maxed out.
That's terrible timing.
Maxed out.
What do we think? It's like a 5
Please,
second
my
delay?
screen isn't even, like, infinite. So I can't even play along
What do we
with
think?
this.
It's like a 5 second
Please, my
delay?
screen isn't even, like, infinite. So I can't even play along
What do we
with
think?
this.
It's like a 5
Please,
second
my
delay?
screen isn't even, like, infinite.
Too fast, too fast, too fast. Let's go like 10 seconds. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Let's go like 10 seconds.
Chat, everyone sub up right now. This is, like, the best content you've ever
Wait,
seen.
I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way first.
Sub up right now. This is, like, the best content.
Try again, try again. I didn't go this way first. Try again, try again. I didn't go this way first. Try again, try again. I didn't go this way first. Try again, try again. That's way too long.
About to tickle him.
Okay. That's way too long.
About to tickle him.
Okay.
Can't even tickle him, bro. Fuck.
Wait, am I ever gonna get it?
Stream
Is this even
depth
possible?
perception, chat. Fuck.
Wait, am I ever gonna get it?
Stream
Is this even
depth
possible?
perception,
Wait,
chat.
which way do I have to go first? Maybe just like this. Is this even possible? Wait, which way do I have to go first? Maybe just like this. That's got to do it. Somebody's got a high five now. Somebody somewhere along the line has to high five. Somebody's got a high five now. Somebody somewhere along the line has to high five. Emo, they were the tier 1. All right, we're breaking first. We're going marbles, dude. I better see you queuing up, Breezy. All right, we're breaking first. We're going marbles, dude. I better see you queuing up, Breezy. We're going marbles. All right, I did not see any other games. Pretty much everyone was watching the game we were watching. And now we're gonna watch Nush next. It should be starting like right now. The Thani, thank you for the 8 months prime. By the way, Hemo_RL, thank you for the brand new tier 1. You might have been doing that during the whole Breezy bit. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. I don't know why I couldn't high five myself, but I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard. It feels like it should be possible.
That lack of high five was
but
cinema.
I couldn't do it. It just feels very possible. Oh, can I make you leader? Yeah. All right, yeah. Party leader. You got party lead. All right, chat. Let's run it. Let's start this. This waterfall one is a bit of a scam, but what can you do? I like the waterfall so much. It brings me so much peace. You have to go right first, then time up to left when the next... Right? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I did go right on screen first, but I tried both ways, dude. I just failed it in every way possible. Chat, don't let Breezy win. Breezy's probably somewhere in here. Oh, there he is. He's probably not going to win. Let's be honest. This is not a good spot to be at. Although the waterfall one can be a scam because you have to get through this hoop at the end. Dark. Let me see if Dark's away on Steam still. He's still away on Steam, so I'd assume he's going to DQ out of the next game as well. All right, first one through this hoop. Oh, Ani too clean. He's nice with it. Ani too clean. We can't watch Party Dark because he's gonna DQ again. He's not playing. But we wouldn't Watch Party Dark this round anyways. We're going to watch Ruas and Nush, which should be a really good series. What is Dark doing? I couldn't tell you. Can we watch him DQ? You want to watch his timer get set and then DQ? I don't even think Breezy could get last, to be honest. I think he's just going to be another marble in the mix. This one's also like impossible to tell who's going to get last. Annihilus! They were the gifted to Breezy. And now we find out who's last. Was it Joe Mama? How did you actually see that if that was true? I'm going to be so impressed if you somehow could tell. No, you didn't. It's SMB 718 who was actually last and is getting a 2-week timeout. All right, next up, chat. Ruas versus Nush. Although we can take a little look at the practice. Here is the practice. Fahad wins off DQ, so NWPO Fahad. Taruk is maybe going to beat Ops. I don't know where that's being streamed. It might not be. Ruas wins 3-1 against KJJ. TRK wins 3-1 against FBI. So TRK Willie, Ruas Nush, NWPO Fahad, Killiers. I'm expecting to get the big four into the upper bracket. NWPO, Killiers, Ruas, TRK. I think that's what we predicted as well. The only way that doesn't happen is probably Nush beating Ruas. I don't know if anyone else is going to be as favored as Nush is. And Nush is still probably going to lose. But he has the best chance. What's the prediction look like? 35% for Nush. I think Killiers is pretty favored against these two. TRK pretty heavily favored against Willie. NWPO really heavily favored against Fahad. You think Muhammad will make it to the losers bracket? You're talking about the Kuwaiti Muhammad who's already eliminated, I think. I would not expect him to be able to make it, unfortunately. It's streamed on Coconuts. Wait, they're actually Jamaican Coconut? Or are you saying Jamaican Coconut is watching it? Or are you not talking about Jamaican Coconut? And there's another stream called Coconut. Oh, yeah, he found it. You're right. He did find it. Now, he's watching someone else, though. Who is he watching? Well, we'll just go here for now. Taruk? Ooh, Ops is recovering back, dude. Ops could maybe be Killiers, though. If it's going to be Ops, this is test lobby. Don't panic. I panicked slightly. I had to go double check. I was not lying to you guys. How'd I ignore you? What'd you say? We're trying to see how many overlays we can get as we try and watch this Ops Taruk match. Thanks for pausing so we don't have double audio. Actually, insane play. Jamaican Coconut is watching the final RLCS MENA 1v1 matches while debating whether the rank up songs are AI peak. Also, confirmed playing 3v3 LCQ, July 3rd. And shared a spoofed scam call story. All right, it's good to know. All right, Ops wins. Ops wins. Am I 1v1ing RLCS referee on MENA servers? Is that what's about to happen? I'm up 73 to 61. I'm kind of cooking, dude. Where's Tex? Tex didn't qual. Let me show these MENA guys how it's done. Dark isn't here. He DQ'd. Here's how you pogo Dark. Like that. Nush, did you see my pogo on the replay? What do you guys think? No? Yeah, of course. Easy. Alright, I've been challenged to do it again. Good luck. I won't need it. Oh, wait! It actually made it possible. I left match. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I instantly was so embarrassed I left match. I meant to go to spectate. Well, it's too bad. He didn't see the clean one. Let's get ads out of the way right now while we're waiting for RW9. Where's Dark vs. Tiger? You won't be watching Dark vs. Tiger, my friend. For a couple reasons. One, I don't think it'll be streamed. Two, it's not going to be played. Dark is going to forfeit. We don't know why. There could be a million reasons why someone doesn't show up, you know? Talk Dark into playing, he'd have to respond to me. Referee, I have packet loss only in private match, even when I scrim or playing with friends. I don't know why. When I play ranked, it's good. Referee, fix it. I feel like I've had issues with private servers, but the RLCS servers should be like the best available. It's bad for Saudi players. The RLCS MENA servers are bad for Saudi players. I might recommend a change if that's true. Last I heard, MENA has a good amount of Saudi players. Dude, his ping is pretty bad. It's blinking red. Me when the grocery clerk doesn't know why my back hurts. Yeah, so like when I stand for like a little bit long, it actually kind of hurts, but like sitting's okay, but not for too long. And sometimes when I lean over, it's actually better. Do you know why that is? I just scan groceries. The Jews saver 22 months prime. You left for 30 minutes and the game still hasn't started? That's not my fault. I can alt F10 if you want. What does that mean? Oh, show like his extra data. Why do I feel like I'm getting baited into alt F4ing right now? Not bad, but not good either. Is Terry the GOAT? He is. Is Daniel an RLCS referee? This was once upon a time a more common picture used as a whatever it's called. Profile picture. Are you using exit lag? The main issue is in the boost spawn. I can't tell on my screen there's a boost, but when I go to it to take it, it's disappeared. My English is dead. Sorry, but I think you got it. Just got router advice from Feer? Nah, dude. A7MD, Iraqi Ahmad is not playing. Iraqi Ahmad cannot queue regular RLCS without changing locations. I mean, but clearly Nush doesn't have a DQ timer at all. And also, it sounds like it's pretty consistent. I am pretty surprised that this ping is just constantly blinking red. I've seen it blink red for somebody before, but he's like, nah, it's just constantly blinking. Constantly has packet loss at every second. Restart router after the series. DQ timer started for Ruas. Ain't no way, bro. I know Ruas is not about to DQ uppers. What is MENA doing to me? Nush doesn't. He's saying theoretically if you left and started your router, you'd have a DQ timer. But dude, it's actually wild that his ping is just constantly blinking red. Could the other players like Dark Arata have the same problem? No. No. I don't. I mean, could they? Sure. Is there a world in which they had that problem and decided to ghost the entire RLCS instead of trying to play it? It's technically something that could have happened. It's not what I would guess at all. Do you turn off the indicator or do you just let it blink all game? I'm kind of curious. I turned them off because they would like lie to me or they'd show up while I was streaming. But clearly he's just getting a blinking indicator probably on his screen the entire time saying packet loss, packet loss, packet loss, packet loss. Like that would just tilt me so much. Hard words, make it simple. Chat, help me make this simpler. Do you turn off lag sign? Do you turn off lag sign? That's got to be good, right? Or, bro, you made it worse? Dang it! No, we can do this! His English is pretty good. It's our fault. Sure. Yeah, I was just curious if he lets it blink on his screen and annoy him. Or maybe he just wanted me to change the word blink. In retrospect, he probably just wanted me to switch the word blink. He probably knew what it was. I might have bailed too hard from the original message and switched up the question completely when I should have just changed the word blink. He's probably, I don't know if he's translating it. I'm gonna figure out a way that this would make sense. I mean, I can say indicator, but is that not like a slightly advanced English word? I don't know which word to use for it though. symbol? Is symbol better? That doesn't. We'll never know. He says turn on. So he keeps it on? That's interesting. All right. Nush, is the server okay for you? No way. I mean, I'm in here with MENA for MENA, but Locust is in here doing Nush's team stream. Cresper is in here doing Arabic commentary, and then we just had someone else join, Extrados, who I actually don't know. We're out of team streams. I don't think it's Ruas' team stream because he wasn't here in the last game, but. The only reason why I'm not going further here with Nush. Oh, apparently he's an admin. Reed, you could type in the chat. Reed DMs me in Discord, but he clearly is here like it's a secret. That no one can know he's an admin. Oh, he's on YouTube. Well, there's a YouTube chat as well. He is lagging. Why are they starting? Yeah, we talked about this. He said turn on was his response, which makes me think he keeps it on all the time. Imagine us knowing any Arabic at all and helping this conversation in any way. There we go! It's Ruas and Nush. It's the upper bracket. In the MENA RLCS 1v1, winner is headed to top 6. And across the 4 different quadrants of the bracket of players who are going to make top 6, we see the big 4 of MENA. Ruas, NWPO, TRK, and Clears. And only one man could maybe stop this top 4, this big 4 of MENA, from being the 4 that are in the upper bracket, and that is Nush, the man in the sky blue affluenter on the other side of this match. Somebody who chat had as the number 3. Oh, no, they had TRK, didn't they? I think they had TRK at number 3. So maybe they had Nush at number 4. But you could get away with, arguing Nush at number 3. Right behind Ruas and NWPO in MENA. And he's going to try and win this series with blinking ping. He has constant packet loss no matter what server he's in when he's in ranked. Or sorry, not in ranked. When he's in a private server. Ranked is actually apparently okay. But he just has to power through it. And we discussed for a while as I tried to translate. Well, I didn't try anything, to be honest. I tried to say it in English, and Nush tried to use his much bigger brain than mine that knows 2 languages to understand, to find out whether or not he has the indicator on, just flashing in his face the whole time, or if he's just turned the indicators off. And the best we got was that he said turn on, which maybe means he has that indicator just blinking on his screen all series long, telling him that he's losing packets, which I would not stand for a second. I would turn it off immediately. I always turn. I've had them off since they came out pretty much, because when streaming, I'd lose a packet here or there, and it doesn't really matter if I lose a packet as the spectator. So better just not have it on screen. Nush, though, might be powering through right now. He's powered through Ruas at the starts. Ruas just got done, not handling a best of 5 to the level you maybe would expect from a favorite of the tournament. allowing KJJ a game, and then each game going down at least at some point of it. He's going to do that again against Nush. The difference is that Nush is much more likely, if you ask me, to hold on to his lead to the point when the timer hits 0 than a KJJ is. Ruas up early. Nush will go down to the ground and start again to get Ruas back down to the ground. And this time, he reads the defense with a roll through the ball and pops it over the top of him. There is a very real chance that Nush could force a Ruas into lower bracket. Nush gonna make it 4-1 with a kickoff goal. Early jump down into a wave dash. You see some players jumping extra early, seemingly to get kind of a downward momentum into their wave dash. We just saw Nush hit a 360 dash, and he makes the save, picks up the 100. And I'm actually surprised he didn't try and go quicker than this. Instead, he goes for a ground rolling shot. Sometimes you'll see players, even though it's not easy, try and collect up into an air dribble immediately in that situation while the defender is rotating back. Just to, even though it's a little bit more awkward for them as an attacker, it makes the defender even more awkward. And it does require really strong first touches. Maybe one that Nush doesn't feel like he has when he has this packet loss, but I maybe expect to see it from him in the future. Ruas instead gains possession, low 50s him, and he's now back within 2. Nush has no interest in doing these full field air dribbles if Ruas doesn't make him. That is no reset, so he has to go get another one. And that one is much poorer timed, as the resulting flip is done too late. Sends it over the top of the backboard. Nush fake jumping here. Look at him save essentially all his boost while he clears this. That is a ball that you should have to use more boost on, because Ruas believes that he's going to use it. He just stays on the ground and lets Nush make the clear. Now Ruas catch and fake flick 50. Nush manages not to let it in. Picks up his own boost and will likely take to an air dribble. Ruas doesn't want to have that. Challenges early off the ceiling. Nush able to recontrol the ball. Again, Ruas pre-jumping, being so proactive in defense, and Nush just kind of passed it to him. Ruas will get a third. It all comes down to that extremely proactive defense from Ruas. Ruas bumping Nush forward and then flicking in top shelf, so Nush's lead disappears just like KJJ's did in almost every game. Nush up into the air, reset 50, tried to keep it in play and just barely wasn't able to. Don't think he'll be able to pick up this 100 either. Ruas is going to beat him to it, so he's going to have to back off. Crucial switch of the lead right here in the final minute could be happening. Ruas resets. Nothing comes of it. Nush dunks it clean. Gets bumped off of his finish. And now needs to rush back because Ruas might have a hook shot, and he does. Ruas, the physical gameplay in order to prevent the shot on target, and then gets one of his own. Ruas, another kickoff goal, 6-4, as he looks to try and close out this game. Ruas. Ooh, baited Nush in like he's going to go down to the ground, but quickly double jump back up to the ball. 7-4 now for Ruas as he runs away with this at the end of the series, or at the end of the game, I should say, after Nush was up at least 4-3. Might have been even more, like 4-2 or maybe even a 4-1. It could be 6 or 7 straights for Ruas. 25 seconds left to go. This game is certainly secured. Now the question is, Does Nush want to keep it going? It was 4-1. Wow. 7 straights for Ruas to end the game. Is Ruas going to add more to it? He is. The reset fake. Nush falls for it and finally has had enough of watching the kickoff countdown and going to the ball. He's going to get to the next game as Ruas is up early on his way to top 6. I'll restart the router. Okay, I'm going to restart game as well. He's going to restart router. I'm going to restart game. I feel like I was getting like some slight weird stuttering. What do we think about Devo and Ronicky teaming for LCQ? W background? Dog? Blank wall? What else do you need? Doesn't Jamaican Coconut also just has a blank wall? Last time I was watching him, he just had a black wall. Nothing else. Oh, you meant like the dog? Oh. He's right there. Drip drop skirt, they 13 months prime. Surely my game's going to boot back up. I'm going to be back in. I'm going to request to join Terry's party. Surely restarting the game is faster than restarting a router. Timer for Nush has started. Uh-oh. Also, you now should not have the FPS thing. Yeah, in the top left. I've noticed whenever I have the FPS thing for the top left, there's like just a tiny bit of stuttering or something. How long is the timer? I think 8 minutes. They get... Oh, well, Tiny Terry can hear us, right? Somebody might respond without me even typing it. I think they get eight minutes. So he's got 8 minutes to restart it, get back in, keep playing. And you guys have 8 minutes to win this Contexto game. Ooh, Tiger. Tiger being green is crazy because Tiger is also playing in the bracket today. Gazelle. Congratulations to Edge Ripple. Gazelle is your winning answer. The reason why I don't show the numbers is because you can cheat using them. But as you can see, whenever everything stops moving, it's because somebody found the answer. Fear, do you know that you're the actual RL GOAT? Oh, thank you. Q Trills. Maxim Agility, they were the 14 months prime. Let's run it again. Lion, again, a great answer. That's crazy. Tiger, again, a green. Tiger, game, fly, lion. We're back. I wonder if this is what used to happen. Where, well, yeah, I wonder if this is what used to happen. How many minutes left? Because I need to go to the bathroom real quick. No clue, I'm afraid. Nush said he's coming now, though. Chat quick! Fly, wolf, lion. Dragon! Flarbo with the snipe, dude. Should I talk? Game number 2. Ruas and Nush. Is Nush with blinky packets? He is it! He is. It did nothing. Nush, I can relate to you. You do your best to try and control your internet problems, but at the end of the day, I just feel like more often than not, they're not your own fault. And Nush, despite resetting the router, is still running into issues. GBA! Thank you for the 22 months prime. Ruas seems to want to give away his first goal. I actually think he did score the first goal of the game against Nush, but then he let Nush score 4 straight, so still early lead for his opposition. Ruas never able to catch back up to this one. Read the Sloth! Thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you, gamer. Hopefully everybody's enjoying a little bit of RLCS 1v1. Nush. Maybe he's got the placebo. Regardless of whether or not his indicator stopped flashing, he did something for his internet issue. Now he's got it all fixed. Nush. Air rolls around the ball. Gets a third. Just want to let you know that you're the true RL GOAT. Single-handedly revived once and now casting an RLCS all through pure determination and consistency. Thanks, brother. 2 trills. That is so nice of you. And you are very much not paid. Please let everyone know that you were not compensated for that nice message. Ruas, wow. Tried to air roll shoot around the pre-jump, and it did not work. Nush staring down Ruas, turning back on the ball. 15, taking the sidewall. Chat. Dark has now DQ'd out. You're going to see a few people talking about it. Ended up not checking in today for any of his matches after making top 16. Did Rada also, because he's actually not the only one to not check in for their first game. Maybe Rada showed up, or did Rada also DQ? Ruas resets over the top of Nush. Rada playing. So there was a chance Dark could have made it back. Showed up and is winning. Well, there you go. Rada did not fully DQ. Nush. They are the same person confirmed. They played both parts of the bracket all the way up until this point, and then they finally couldn't anymore. That's your theory? Nush kickoff goal. Gonna make it 4-2. Killer! Thank you for the raid. That's 615 million viewers. W raid. I imagine you're watch partying some RLCS 1v1, but must have had to go. Great to pick you all up. Nush. Shot on target saved as Ruas again plays from behind, taking the hardest road he possibly could. Nush. Low 50 here, I like. You don't want to flick across at such a tight angle. Ooh, Nush wasn't able to pick up the boost. You could see he tried to jump down and see if he could take it away. Ruas is just moving so clean. This is like not really how he used to win all of his games. So many first-time chatters and raiders typing DSC right now. But he's just winning with clean movement in the midfield and surprising chase downs, not unlike his fellow competitor here in MENA, the RLCS 1v1 world champion, known for his ridiculous speed that enables him to win 1v1 games. Ruas doing that a little bit as well. Nush missing his wave dash, baiting Ruas in, and Ruas gets a freebie. This is just not like Nush either. I don't know if, you know, the blinking ping could have anything to do with why this happened, but Nush gets dunked and allows Ruas back into it. 1 JMRH over the 5 months tier 1 from Killer. Sweets. A tier 1 from Killer. Appreciate that. Nush. High pop on his first touch as he comes off the wall. He should be able to get this boost steal. Ruas has been chasing down whenever he feels like it's possible, so he must not have felt like he could stay on ball this time. Nush gets another steal. Likely to chip at net. Goes high and clears it on his own. Ruas for sure going to be able to get 100. Ruas just sitting in net, using his aura to make saves and force Nush to overthink it. Full field air dribble. Nush gets a goal. Takes on the Diaz challenge and succeeds. And this is why Diaz loves to do it. Sure, you didn't score in your possession. Just go all the way to your own back wall. Find a way to score. And for our raid, Ya salam, Ya salam, Jamila. Full field air dribble. I think they might even say air dribble. Ruas. Reset. Oh, did not go for a flick. Used the front flip late, and that's going to lead to a Nush goal. So a late 2-goal lead with a minute left to go. Okay, we got at least one raider to type H. We've won if we've done that. Nush, nice delay here. Set it up like he was going to hook it and shoot. But then Hezi, just for a moment, got Ruas to peel off a little bit. Become unprepared. Ruas just muscling this kickoff through. Nush not going to be able to pick up his own 100. Might be able to waste enough time. Tried to pre-flip, cut off Ruas's angle. Ruas goes to the back wall and then to net, and that allows Nush to get back. So he didn't make contact on that challenge. He did enough, and that was a game loser from Ruas. I don't necessarily blame him, but that shot was, I need one to go in right now. If it does, maybe I could get two more. So I'm just going to throw this weak shot on net and pray it did not work. So at that moment, he had lost the game, which I'm not sure he's too bummed by. He was already down. Knew we needed to take that risk. Nush gets another one, 8-4. Nush. Zap dash recovery. Interesting, he tried to bump Ruas. Maybe kind of succeeded in doing so, but he got himself demoed as well. Ruas not going to be allowed to do anything in the air on Nush's watch. We're headed to game number 3, all tied up. And I have the bug because Ruas left, so we might as well sit with an ad. We'll just sit here for a minute no matter what. EU clears MENA so bad? We'll see. Aviator, 3 aerial goals. Game number 3. Ruas and Nush. Nush tried the slight hesitation this time around. Does not work out. Interesting. Instant reset backflip. Hoping to push it over the top of Ruas. But Ruas caught it, carried it, faked it, scored. Nush. Ooh, tried to zap dash. I was not sure what he was going to do. He was clearly losing the race in the corner. So he needed to try and play ball or not go for boost. He needed to do something different. Ultimately, what he decided was the zap dash demo attempt might be able to make up for the fact that he's going to be so far behind in this race. Ruas wants the angle. Hits it. I thought Nush would be able to clean this one up, but he does not. I want to watch it again, Nush POV, see if might have been too tough to get to, but I feel like given a couple more tries, he will intercept that. Direct kickoff goal missed. Nush gets to start a counterattack with a little bit of help, and Ruas will not make it back. Dude, how is Ruas getting these muscle throughs? I want to watch Nush. I feel like it's maybe mostly Nush's fault. Is he getting really low on his wave dash? Oh, I wonder if it's every time he does these early single jump wave dashes, so his car is kind of already down to the ground when he gets the first touch. It's allowing Ruas to just force the ball over the top of him because he has so much downward momentum. And then Ruas is able to score quickly off it, so we'll see if Nush ever even goes for that early single jump kickoff anymore. Nush. And back up here. Has a chance to save off the post. He missed it ever slightly. Maybe just going back wall, but without a demo, not likely to score here. Ruas sends it the other way as we start our Ring Around the Rosie match. And oh my goodness, what a power slide catch. Nush needed to hold on to power slide in order to land in the right spot and not own goal, and instead pop a clear up and away. Such a great use of power slide there from Nush, and now he's got himself a possession because of it. Air dribble into a reset. What is he doing? He froze me, but he didn't quite freeze Ruas, who was able to make the save. Nush is headed the wrong way. He'll get a reset to fix that. No second reset. This shot is in! It's just the perfect arc. It's not powerful. In fact, it's very, very soft. But it's just in the sweet spot to make Ruas unable to get up and stop it. Nush back within one. Ruas, little camera check. Nush does shoot towards net. Ruas, very low boost now. Yep, Nush is just going to take it into net. Ruas is trying to hang out near the play with 0 the best he can. Actually, he has 1. I shouldn't say he has 0. He does get to pick up a pad there. He's trying to see if he can pick up a few pads in a row and still play defense, but the answer is no, you cannot. And Nush makes it a tie game. Ruas has had way too many of these. I mean, this is how he's been able to secure his win, and might be able to do it again. It's just these kickoff wins that go straight down the center of the field. Ruas, did he score here? Oh my goodness, he did. Nush did not think he was going to have to worry about an actual goal. He knew Ruas would air roll around this and shoot it towards the net, but he thought he was going to be able to clean it up and take it into the corner and get a free possession. Instead, Ruas scores. Nush maybe could have turned around the other way after picking up the 100 boost, but it was clear that he didn't even think that was something he had to worry about. He thought he'd be back for sure as Ruas side flips to get An air dribble going. Really great first position. Nush. An even better save. Can let the ball bounce off the wall into a ball carry. Air dribble bump. Does connect on Ruas, and it's not easy to do so on him. As Nush makes it 5-4. Chat spamming horsing for Nush, a member of the Stallions. That's what TS stands for. I don't know why TS, Team Stallions. It's not how I associate them. I feel like it could be STL or something, where Stallions would be closer. But either way, the Stallions looking to try and make that upset over R8 as the potential LCQ qualifiers in MENA. Ruas, great speed, has again just been playing his best Rocket League right now at max speed. When Nush tries to play into that game, he's getting dusted. Nush needed a clean flip to get going off of his landing. Diagonal backflip, he finds exactly the one he needs. Ruas trying to flip to the wall, but I think he just left the net open. It's so crazy that Ruas gets away with that. I feel like Nush just gave Ruas so much respect and could have played it, or would have played it a lot differently against someone else after they made that poor landing on the side wall. Nush up to just about ceiling height. Is he going to try and double this in? It's almost impossible, but he gets it! A ridiculous angle from Nush. Plays keep away at the top of the arena. And the result is he has to hit this double, which is not a possible angle. But he finds it with ease. And is back within one. Another air dribble for Nush. This time Ruas goes up to the ceiling, so Nush goes lower. We saw the previous dribble get taken all the way to ceiling height without touching it. Just kissing the top of the arena. This time Nush, recognizing the early challenge was going to go high, keeps it low and accelerates it out ahead. He's got himself a tie game and a tie series against Ruas. Needs to do better on the kickoffs. Ruas staring down Nush after that kickoff to line up his bump and is able to connect. Interesting touch from Nush, trying to get back out to it. Can he get a good landing? Ruas never seems worried about a shot, as we watch from his defensive POV. And he will pick up the back corner boost. Nush, late flip to try and pop the ball away. He's got his 100 now. Ruas misses here, but is able to get just enough of a bump. These two are just dancing back and forth. Where is this actually going to head to? Looks like Ruas on the back wall. He's going to try a bit of a DS challenge. Nush waiting on the goal line. Can he stop Ruas in the air? He does. Should be able to pick up 100 and just have a power shot? No, he's going to play it a little bit slower. He wants to be sure he gets it on target. I feel like a power shot might have been able to score. Now Ruas is going to get one. He's unafraid. He sees an opportunity to shoot and he takes it. Something that I felt Nush could have done in his previous possession. Ruas booms the ball. Has the lead. Ruas forcing this kickoff through. Nush is going to get the save and gets it calmly too and able to pick up both corner boosts and now has Ruas on defense. Nush into the air. Will he go bump? He's going to try to. Ruas is so good at dodging them, and he does dodge this one. The what a save. Ruas manages to survive, drops the quick chat on the counterattack, and then side hooks in the game securing goal. What a defensive play from Ruas. Nush saw where that was coming from, did his best to prep by, even going farther away from the ball to catch the sideways angle Ruas was taking, and yet still Ruas manages to survive and ends up finishing at 9-6 in a game that was actually very close. In fact, Nush thought he was going to win it at one point. I felt like he was a power shot away. He clearly disagrees because he popped it up into an air dribble. But he's going to have to win 2 straight now if he wants to advance in the uppers. Ruas on match point. Just like every one of my random teammates doing too much with the ball when just shooting would work. We can all relate. Green ping, you're right. Does he have just green, non-blinking ping now? Game number 4. Ruas in the lead as the favorites. Nush in a tough spot here. Try and bring it all the way back. It all starts on Utopia Coliseum, and quickly he has allowed Ruas to play it over the top and make it 1-0. Don't know why Nush thought he could get away with slowing down here. Ruas is so willing to play a top speed game, and if you force him to get quick touches in order to beat you, he will. He does not want to slow the game down right now, clearly. Nush, camera check. See what Ruas is up to. Not possible to bring this ball back to net before the recovery. Ruas staying on top of the ball. Has no boost, will have to leave. Oh, Nush still unable to take advantage because Ruas turns in immediately. And now Ruas grabs 100. Nush pre-flips through. Ruas just likes a power shot. He's going to take it. Won't be able to get the demo or the boost grab. We'll be able to intercept this play at the midfield, though, and not just let the air dribble start for free. Nush is going to head to the ground. Delayed flip. Actually, the flip is never coming because he didn't use it, and then he didn't get a reset. Ruas, impossible angle. Surely he doesn't hit this. Apparently, he was already headed in the net because Nush gets credited with a save. Nush heard the pre-jump from Ruas and immediately pulled off of his air dribble in hopes that Ruas was going to go flying over the top, but that's not what happened. Ruas stayed in the play. Oh, nice jump from Nush. Seemed like he tried to get the beat with the flip through and was hoping to get it right here, but Ruas hadn't turned in. Instead, Nush gets it on the pop. Ruas from the back wall. Nush floating from the ceiling. Ruas will cut away to the corner. Looking like he's waiting to steal the opposite corner boost, making sure he gets a touch on the ball in the process of going through. Wow, what a great shot. Saved by Nush. Nush must have had an awkward landing. I didn't actually look to see how his landing was. It was kind of obscured by the camera, but with a good landing, he should have just been able to counter with how good that save was. He might have been slightly awkward. Nush throwing this one towards net. Backflip dunk. Ruas just tries to rely on the fact that if he keeps his car grounded, it's going to pin off the top and go too high. That is what happened. Fairly low-scoring game here, as we're only 1-1 at halftime. Nush needs to dodge a demo. I was aware that it's coming and manages to do so. Ruas all the way back to his own half. Nush is going to go air dribble bump again. Ruas getting a wide angle. This is what he likes. Oh, this time Nush just plays it to the back wall. Great adjustment to the moment that lost him the previous game. He says, I'm not going to try and bump you again. I'm just going to make you think that that's what I'm going for, and then you're going to be exposed by an additional touch to the backboard. There is another downside for how Ruas likes to angle his approach to getting around air dribble bumps. Ooh. Oh, Nush, the double reset. Even Ruas gives him the nice one as it's crossbar down and in. He wins the kickoff. First touch reset. Ruas tries to dunk him. Cannot stop him. Again, I have to watch that Nush kickoff because he's lost so many directly straight over the top of himself. Nush this time does connect on the bump and even slightly adjusted this ball. I'm not sure if it was in until he did that. He pops it up and it probably was, but it does get slightly adjusted to guarantee it's on targets. Nush in the zone right now as he looks to extend a lead and maybe give himself a game 5. Yoska! They have a 501 million viewer raid as Nush makes it 5-1. Ruas unable to stop this one. Is this a big enough lead that he can feel secure? Nush. Able to get another one into the bottom right. In a kickoff run right now. And could be keeping it going. Who knows? This is a tough angle to get, but Nush is feeling it. Why not? Is there a world in which we see Ruas tap out early? How many more goals like this has to happen before Ruas taps out? Because it has just been kickoff goal after kickoff goal after kickoff goal to add on to this dominant game number 4. So much so that chat's asking, is he still lagging? He's not. He does not have an indicator anymore saying he's lagging. This is Nush without the ankle weights, apparently. Full field air dribble. This time it's going to be stopped. Nush with another opportunity. First touch resets. Late flip. Rolls through. That one extra touch. Ruas gives him the nice one because of it. Gets so many touches on the way through this flip. And that is the reason why he scores. Even Ruas knows. Confirmes! The forfeit is confirmed. Nush forcing game 5. And again, we have the bug. I don't know if someone left, but... Oh, Ruas left. He needed a decal change. Was he in? He was in Sky Blue Affluencer that time. But he's back out of it, presumably, now. We get to just watch a black screen. See some goal explosions again. Am I the only one who gets this bug? Why does it seem like the admins who do this never get this? If somebody leaves during the ending sequence, I get it every time. I don't know if it's because the scoreboard's trying to load like the players or something and it can't. Nush overturned on that landing. I was actually asking about that landing earlier. I feel like if he doesn't overturn there, then he gets himself a goal. Seems less like a bug and more like a skill issue. You're telling me that there was a way to ready up in that screen? We're waiting to hit spectate as long as possible for everyone. Game 5! Ruas and Nush. Nush. Flick first. Forcing a forfeit off of the back of an insane performance in the previous game. No reset on the second time, but he hadn't used the flip from the first time, so I'm actually not even sure if you get an indicator in that sense. Does chat know? If you get yourself a reset and you have your flip and then you go for it again, you might just not get the indicator. Ruas! Going the distance. I mean, me personally, I'm really good at the game. All the time, I'm getting resets and then going for another one and getting it again, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, so many resets. What am I going to do with all these resets I have? So I, of course, know that you don't get the indicator. Just wondering if you guys knew. You know what a slight change they could make that I would actually think would be like kind of the perfect thing for them to do? Rocket League 2. If Rocket League 2 is listening, I think this is a very reasonable change. I know everyone wants Rocket League 2 to like be exactly the same or whatever. Nush, this counterattack is in. Stack reset. Yeah, exactly. You see where I'm going with this. Stack resets up. Make it so that if Nush wants to get 2 resets in the air, he now has 2 flips. And then he can flip through and you know, do something crazy. Nush is actually very good at that. We did infinite flips in like a show match with Nush in it. And he's good at using his, you know, otherwise impossible 2 flips. And I'm sure there's tons of cool stuff we could see if you were allowed to do that. And the reality is, for 99... Nice cut away by Nush here to secure this goal. But 99% of players, you know, their gameplay isn't changing at all. You're not out there getting 2 resets before you use them, let's be honest. My chat is, I mean, type 1 if you do often get multiple resets. I mean, my chat's really good, so they're an exception, but most people. Nush. Popping this one up after forcing Ruas into the air. Nush threw just about everything in the kitchen sink at Ruas in the last game, and Ruas seems very aware of Nush's ability to potentially close out this series. The Ionius Campbell, name of the 14 months prime. Nush taking this down to the ground as Ruas refuses to pre-jump. He will wait it out. Late flip. Ruas makes this save. Nush, great recovery. Will be able to grab his own 100 boost. He's going to let Ruas go pick up the other 100 and see if he can't counter him, but the answer is he can't. And in fact, trying to do so has now given Ruas possession, who does not want to take a back wall dribble. He wants to go to the ground. Nush allows him to do so. Air dribble. That was the least lethal Ruas dribble I've seen in a long time. Easily saved by Nush as Nush tries to go the other way. Nush diving on this ball too. Won't be able to get back. Won't be able to get the corner boost either. Needs to be careful not to dive in, and he does back off. Ruas flick too high. Has Ruas lost his edge here in this series against Nush. Nush is going to give him a freebie to bring him right back in it. I think Nush was maybe expecting to get a demo. It's my best explanation for why Nush just dives in here, no jumps. Yeah, he thinks he's getting a demo. That's the only way it makes any sense. When he doesn't get it, he looks silly. Nush. Air dribble out of the corner. Flips and gets it denied. Gonna start again in the air. Low boost for Ruas. Can he defend off the back wall? Nush forces him to the ground and then tries to go high. Ruas still makes that save, and Nush takes a second. He is in active gameplay right now, and I could tell you the moment in which he hesitated in order to type what a save. You can go back in the replay and see the moment where his car kind of clearly stopped moving like it should, just so he could say what a save to Ruas and then keep the possession going. Maybe he was trying to play to his ego because it has apparently worked, and shortly after he was able to get a goal. I do not blame Ruas for not saying thanks. That was active fight for possession in that corner when that quick chat was given. Ruas, air dribble reset. Nush goes flying over the top. And this is just how it goes often. There's the thanks now. Ruas has a second to breathe. Wants to wait till he scores first. But with the way these guys move and these double resets and this crazy stuff that you see Nush do, the uglier side of the coin of that is every once in a while when he's positioned weird on the back wall and just flies right over the top of what feels like an easier save to make. Nice air dribble bump. And it's because they're so creative, and it's because they look for new ways to score, to do things, that they also take risks and look silly on occasion. And MENA is just very good at having players that do this, that push, what's possible. Dark is, a very extreme example of somebody who goes for everything at high risk. NWPO did it for the longest time, still does, has just been better at cleaning it up. And Nush is one of those as well, as he accelerates this off the side wall. 3-goal lead, top right. Nush has himself a potential path to the top 6 right now. Ruas has come back in many a 1v1 before. More than enough time for one of the best to do it in the game. Reset for Ruas. Wave dash 50. Muscles it. Nush recovers, but a fake from Ruas is not good enough because Nush has managed to get it to the other side of the field. And now, clearing this away. Ruas. Oh, got a reset off of Nush. It's going to help him wave dash and counter. Ruas high fives Nush in the air, obviously very intentionally in order to give himself a reset. And then he dashes down and scores on the open net. Nush wins this kickoff. Huge kickoff win late in this game. He needs to get boost though. He's so awkward right here. It's now a loss as Ruas demos him. He's going to try and go immediate power shot. He takes it straight towards net. He scores! 35 seconds is an eternity when you're playing Ruas in a 1v1. Nush might have even selected the far left. I'm not sure. Might have had a better chance saving it closer. He's forced this one into the blue half again, but he needs to be careful. Last time he did that, he went way too all in on the ball. Ruas up into the air. Reset wave dash. Nush just being patient. Will Ruas take advantage of that? He knows he can go bump it potentially. Nush makes the save. Needs to get to the corner boost before Ruas. Ruas tried to undercut him and it didn't work. Got on ball. Nush has escaped. Should be able to shoot on target and should be able to win this series. The last-ditch effort from Ruas on the pre-flip demo in the corner does not connect. And Nush, by all means, should be winning here. It's not over yet, though, I guess. 11 seconds. Just needs a normal kickoff, which is this is exactly that. Just push the ball not immediately into his net. That should be enough, unless... Oh, Ruas almost saved himself a second to try and take down Nush. Nush will get this one to hit ground. 3-2. Nush advances to uppers. Ruas, one of the favorites in the bracket, is going to have to fight through the lower bracket in RLCS 1v1. Nush versus RW9. All right. W's Nush. Can we get a W Nush in the chat? Looks like we're following Ruas into the lowers, obviously. NWPO, I assume, handled his business. NWPO, no dropping of a game. Nush beats Ruas. Kilir's through. TRK through. So the big four is almost through. But like I said, Nush had the best chance of upsetting Ruas than he does. Ruas FBI is where we're headed to next. Meanwhile, you guys can queue it up over in some marbles while I get into the lobby. Ruas FBI. I don't know if Terry is doing Ruas FBI. If he is, that's convenient. If not, I'll have to get info from somebody else. It's Middle East and North Africa because it's not just KSA. I saw that one chat fly by. For example, Kuwaiti Muhammad probably should have made main event and didn't. There's a few other nations. FBI got the worst run ever. FBI's run is he plays TRK, tough break, into Rada, which is pretty tough, but does beat him into Ruas. How was his Swiss? Was his Swiss terrible too? His Swiss, Matar Willie Dr. Known. Dude, Dr. Known got reverse swept out of the Swiss. That's so brutal. Unlucky. Unlucky gamer. Ruas versus FBI. That's where we're going next. You guys can type exclamation point play. It's probably, in order to do this after the series. I don't think we have time to run a marbles in the middle. Is Terry doing the game? You doing the RW9 game? Day shift? Day shift, why do you want to party up right now? Why does German youngster, up-and-coming prodigy Day Shift want to be in my party right now? Dayshift said he wants to be the streamer now. All right, we're into test lobby. We've got RW9. We've got FBI. I can even play this music for you. If you need this music in order to remember to type exclamation point play. For anyone tabbed out who didn't know. Hot take, Ruas is losing this. It is losable. Cresper? Oh, Cresper needs to get diced up, bro. Cresper thinks he's sick of the game, bro. Okay, that's MENA ping. I'm on like 300 ping. Otherwise, that's a demo on every other server. Oh, Ruas got him before I could, dude. No fair. Wait, am I in the same team? I am on the same team as him. I'll never be able to demo him that way. Oh. We gotta lock in. The referee says we have to lock in. Are you watching MENA all weekend or are you casting NA? I'm gonna be casting NA. But Cresper should be jumping into all the good games, if not all the games. Dark did not play today. No, he did not. 266 ping. That's nothing. I can hang. Be a coach. You played on Hong Kong servers? Dark and Rada both out. My life in shambles. Sorry, YouTube chatter. NWPO, it's Ruas and FBI in the lower brackets. Is that right? Ruas in the lower bracket. Whoa! Is somebody actually taking a risk with Sky Blue Affluenter? This is the first one that I've liked from FBI. This one actually looks nasty. Now all of a sudden I might have to turn... I like orange. I don't know if it's clear. Ruas is going to score first. Ruas upset, forced into the lower bracket by Nush. Now needs to try and find his way into the top 8 via lowers. FBI, a player that if you've watched my stream a good amount, you've seen before. This is not, you know, a brand new player by any means. He's somebody who has made top 20 in the leaderboard very frequently, gotten big wins against big players. Somebody who could beat Ruas. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not just a freebie for Ruas, who is one of the 2 favorites coming into the tournament. Needs to lock in if he wants to be ready for what is going to be even tougher challenges to come. FBI wave dash shots. Not able to find his way through. Of course, FBI, anytime he's on stream, leads to so many good jokes. You might as well just start getting him out of the way now. People cannot resist the fact that FBI is something in America. FBI flick to make it 1-1. Ruas. Front flip off the kickoff. Actually just lost the dribble immediately, trying to bring the ball back to net. FBI really has no choice but to do these kind of snaking fakes behind the ball without any boost left over. Ruas. Now forced to recover. 4 boosts to work with. FBI prioritizing the keep away. And Ruas forcing him to switch the field here. Should be him on the ball. Ruas fake challenges. Actually might have been able to take it away if he dove. FBI, the slowest bump attempt you've ever seen. He actually bails out of it when he recognizes it's not going to work. And instead falls back to the ball and pops it up for 2-1. Ruas racing away from this FBI demo attempts. FBI gonna start again. Ruas went off the ceiling, didn't make contact. Needs a good ground pinch and he'll get it. FBI up 3-1. Ruas challenged from the ceiling, but got off the ceiling early and therefore had a tough time getting back up to FBI, who had kept the ball just a touch away the whole time. Trying to side flip in a kickoff goal. Not going to try and dunk in a goal line 50, which I think was the right call. Instead, back off, get a demo on Ruas. Shot this right at him. He was prioritizing power over everything else and lost a little bit on the accuracy. FBI does not start the dribble. Allowed to go to the ground. Ruas doing his best to try and be a pest without committing. Never actually jumping, just fake challenging in. FBI take this back into his own half. A little bit of a holdout between both players there as they try to decide who's going to flip. FBI pass to himself. Oh my goodness, it's in. I thought he was going to need one more touch, but he slams it off the ceiling and reads the double from there to get a perfect crossbar down. And then Ruas is actually the extra touch that needed. I swear it did need one more. It's just Ruas gifted it to him. Really good counterattack, or counter. I shouldn't say counterattack, but counter to what Ruas was doing, going high. FBI forces it quickly to net. Take advantage of him being out of position. FBI can't double this one, surely. I mean, that was an over-prioritization on Ruas not getting to touch the ball. Sure, you kept it away from him, but you also set up his counterattack and allowed him to keep this one close. Oh my goodness, FBI. If only you could see where Ruas was headed. Ruas had given up on this ball. There's a world in which Ruas chases it down and FBI does feel the pressure and needs to make a play. But Ruas had left. And so it was truly just FBI hitting in his own net. Ruas missing in hopes the follow-up would be available. FBI backing off now. Ruas taking advantage. Pounces to equalize the game. You know what? This is 2 opponents now that Ruas has been able to just muscle these 50s over the top of. So might have something to do with how Ruas is taking these shots. Ruas follow-up. He says, no. Keep this in. Impressive save. But I wanted it in the nets, and that's where it will be. FBI trying to get a follow-up off the kickoff. Won't be able to. Ruas could go the distance. FBI hanging out just close enough that Ruas does need to get a reset, does need to do something in the air. Can't go to the ground for free. But Ruas recognized that FBI was going to try and challenge on the ground. So he gets the beat early at the midfield line and gets a 2-goal lead. FBI side flip zap dash. Nice play here from FBI. This is why you need to learn your wave dash recoveries, because if you don't, you might not have been able to score this one. Great speed. He's within one with 30 seconds. FBI looks down a couple different times and then lobs a high arcing ball towards net. And Ruas was more comfortable than he should have been. He just let it float there, thinking he could go pick up boost and get back to the ball. But FBI touched it soft enough that it did not go back wall. It stayed in front. It stayed available to shoot. And that's what FBI does. FBI gets another great kickoff win. He doesn't even need to let it hit the ground. He's going to get it straight to net, and it's 6-7 in favor of FBI. He's got time to spare. The problem is now that's Ruas' time. FBI wins yet another kickoff, though. He's going to fake up, force Ruas to make a save. He undercut him. Oh, too heavy of a touch. It might not matter, but I feel like FBI could have scored. He's playing keep away instead. Bumps Ruas. Going to bring it back to nets. FBI going to start out ahead. Ruas says, nice one, as he is a fan of FBI bumping him away. I think it's just legitimate, which is crazy. The fact that Ruas has such good mental, where he can just give a compliment in this context to a good play from his opponent, is absurd, and he's going to need good mental because he's starting out down 1-0 to FBI. Why do you say wave dash when zapped? Hey, guys, it's like Musty is the superset and zap dash is a subset. So you can never be wrong by saying the superset. It's kind of like Musty with Breezy. Breezy's in the subset. Zap dash is in the subset. You can never be wrong by just saying the superset of wave dash. Game number 2. Umbrella term is a better way to do it without using supersets and subsets. Sorry, I learned all about those in my college degree for computer engineering. I forget what the mathematics class was called. Type question marks all you want. Clearly, you're not as esteemed as I am. Ruas. Oh, can't get anything to go his way. Off the back wall, does not find his first goal. FBI is up early and recovers to make this save. Boost is not going to spawn for him, so he'll just side flip to send it down the field. FBI with 58 boost. He's going to pass to himself off the ceiling. Reset down to the ground. Needed to be a little bit closer, I think, if he could use his flip to actually shoot. So it's probably the right decision to go to the ground. Really love what I'm seeing from FBI, by the way. I'm sure there'll be lots of talk about Ruas if he happens to lose the series. But it's not like FBI is playing poorly. Ruas is playing, even worse or something like that. FBI has played a really good ones game and series so far. But Ruas going to take it away. Make it 1-1. Ruas into the air. Oh, there was a couple different fakes there. It's so tough. It's hard to explain to people who haven't watched so many different 1v1s. I mean, maybe it's not that hard, but there's a ton of mind games going on. Ruas fakes like he's going to bring it back down to the ground. You see he stops boosting there just for a second, and that's enough for FBI to think, okay, he sees my pre-jump. He's going back down to the ground. I'm going to return to the ground too. But then Ruas boosts up again to continue the dribble and is able to make it past him. It just looks like dribbles that FBI, you know, made a mistake on, but he was faked in the middle of that dribble. That's why he returned to the ground. That's because pre-jumping is so prevalent in ones now. Everyone's trying to get so far ahead that you can now fake your dribble like that to get pre-jumpers to drop down. FBI, great shots. FBI only trailing for a moment as Ruas tried to reposition defensively onto the back wall, and then FBI taps it over the top of him. FBI. Oh, great dash. Oh, good shot attempt. It's tough. Ruas has been really good at bumping plays, you know, bumping players while on the side of them to kind of throw off their angles. FBI used his dash to correct for that bump and then tried to immediately shoot. There should have been an angle to score. Obviously, it's really tough to do after getting bumped, but FBI almost found it, and then FBI made a pretty poor play here in the corner to not ever resist this ball and allow Ruas to walk it in. Ruas maybe trying to drop that ball out of danger as he pre-flipped through, but kept it in play. Nice save by FBI. Can he get the follow-up save? Ruas tried to hit a knuckleball and slow it down in order to score. Now the bump is going to surely secure it, but my goodness. He tried to slow this down, and FBI manages to cover that as well. Down 2 though still. Ruas gonna take his possession to the back wall. FBI already floating off the ceiling. Maybe got Ruas to hesitate there for a second, and that results in a much worse dribble that is then collected by FBI at the midfield. He's gonna try and see if he can maintain a possession while picking up the midfield 100. And Ruas wanted the demo, doesn't get it. You can see FBI doing his best to look back, see what Ruas is up to. He's taken all the boosts off the map. He's going to take this corner as well. Ruas hovering close underneath. FBI needs a ton of movement. Needs more than that to try and score. And Ruas chain dashing plus his boost. That angle's not possible. It's not possible! I stick behind it! I don't care that I just saw it in front of my eyes. It's not possible, Ruas. You cannot hit it. Absolutely absurd from Ruas to make it 5-2. Ruas back in form in this game. If you're hitting angles like that, it's impossible to lose. I don't know why Ruas just doesn't go up and do that every time. Hit that impossible angle from that corner. I guarantee defenders aren't even going to jump. they're gonna bank on the fact that you're missing. FBI not able to get a fourth. Playing a bit of keep away. Tried to fake here. Ruas still gets a touch. Ruas in a tough spot, but FBI not finding enough power to take advantage. Can he somehow score here? Got a bump on Ruas, who wave dashes, picks up 2 pads, but then gets air triple bumped. So FBI keeps it within 1 with a minute left to go. FBI no touch, but has possession. Tried to put it in reverse. Terry's in the lobby right now, disguised as RLCS referee, but even the ode to Terry is not good enough. Ooh, fake take back to his back corner. I actually love that from FBI. Got Ruas to back off. Flick denied. Ruas continues to be built different defensively, though. Can FBI score on this one? Again saved. Leaving the net what seems like a little bit open, but Ruas will pinch it on the back wall. Another boost steal. FBI turns in and sees Ruas close. This could be his opportunity to score, but he wanted to keep it away from Ruas, and that'll be game. Not a bad attempt. So much respect for the zero boost Ruas, who had done a good job of covering angles. FBI keen on not letting Ruas touch the ball. Ends up shooting it too far wide. We should be having a tied series here. Barring a incredible collapse from Ruas. Yeah, chat's asking why there are Ruas haters. When you're as popular of a player as Ruas, like a Zen, you just can't lose ever. If you lose a game ever, if someone else on the field looks somewhat good, the haters will rise up. I always said you sucked. Look, he didn't win every single game ever. And that happens whenever there's a very, very popular player who's good. Ruas is in that category. Shadow Live, too. Thank you for the 1 million viewer raid. Can I get a W raid in the chat? Raiders, type DSC underscore 1439. Game number 3. Ruas and FBI playing the lower bracket of the GSL stage. Both trying to qualify for top 8. Ruas, a favorite. Would certainly be surprising to not see him there. FBI has played a good series so far, but he's run into a wrecking ball. FBI, not the king of breezies, will not be able to score that one. And that's why he's but the jester of breezies. Low 50. FBI forced back. Still a great opportunity to score first in this game 3. Ruas intercepts. FBI was hoping to swing through for a demo, then just one-time shoots. Actually bumped Ruas into passing him the ball here. Can he score it? Oh, he tried to get Ruas to dive across and fake him slightly. But FBI has been pretty good about maintaining possession, even when Ruas has gotten good defensive plays. Ooh, FBI, did he score here? He had his camera off. Ruas still around. Finally is going to escape. 1 full minute of FBI offense is over now. Still no goals. Power shot from Ruas. FBI saves it. Crossbar. Fakes like he's going to go out. Reverses. Forces the air dribble from Ruas, who manages to 50 it in. Not often you have to wait that long for your first goal, but it is going to go Ruas' favor. FBI booming to clear this to the other half. Ruas does not want to go down to the ground with FBI hanging out underneath him. Convenient boost spawn. FBI in the air. Can he end possession? As the pre-jump worked. Faked it, he was going to cut infield, continuing to stay on the ball, and now tries to surprise Ruas with a bit of speed. And a follow-up shot could be in. Dude, what Ruas does to a man, it's just so hard to get the perfect shot. You think Ruas won't be able to recover and stop. That was definitely a scoring position, but Ruas will be up 2-0. FBI just a slight hezzy infield to get Ruas to back off. He wanted to pick up his corner boost. I love this from FBI. He wanted to go get his corner boost. He didn't want to stay on ball, but he knew if he just really telegraphed that he was going to leave, that Ruas would stay in and pressure the ball. So just a slight hezzy towards the ball to let Ruas know, I might go there. And so Ruas backs off. FBI gets his clean setup after that and gets his goal. He will be able to make this save. Just barely not able to stay out of the net. What a first touch from Ruas to keep this on the sidewall and in play. He's aiming for that top left corner. He won't get there without a bit of resistance. As FBI stops him. Air dribble 50. Ruas will get a third. FBI backing off now. Gets a resets, but never had a real plan of what he could do with this. Has pre-jumped the power shot. He knows what Ruas likes. Ruas sure loves himself some early power shots and always has. FBI aware of that. He's been able to cut them off. Ruas could fake one here soon and maybe get FBI out of position. FBI really aggressive touch to the corner, showing that he has no intent at all to score with it and that he just wants to get... Oh my goodness, Ruas! How did he save this? Not only did he save it, he set up a counterattack, although he missed the first shot. He feels good about the follow-up. There's the what a save from FBI, and it's much deserved. I'm not going to be able to see exactly how it happened, but a amazing save from Ruas leads to a 4-1 lead as he tries to equalize this series playing from behind. FBI had a great start. This flick is not in, but the side flip will finish it. FBI put up 8 goals in the previous game, has now been held to just 1 with a minute 30 or minute 20 or so left to go. FBI using the reset to get the ball on target. Very easy read by Ruas, who doesn't have to worry about the fake at all. You think Ruas is the best player, or Ruas is the player that has got the most what a saves by his rivals? Oh, I don't know, maybe. He's gotten the most quick chats from his opponents, crediting him for the save. Very well could be. I mean, he got one from Nush when Nush still had possession and still needed to keep playing in the last series. He felt so compelled to drop a what a save. He almost gave up his possession for it. FBI picks up the back corner, and actually interesting decision here. I think this is a mix-up from FBI to side flip it towards net. Normally you'll see players just go for the boost steal, but he didn't do that. I think he was hoping that Ruas was expecting boost steal, because if he was, Ruas might flip into the corner trying to beat him there, and then he can... Side flip actually works, and he might score with it. Otherwise, you don't really want to take that 50, and you know, it's clear the reason why. He got beat to his own net shortly after. Ruas gonna take game number 2, equalize this series. FBI has played well and has even gotten a couple goals here late to make it look a little bit better than it was. He's gonna get one more. I don't think I believe in him in getting 2 in 5 seconds, although you just need to get 1 in 4 seconds. Then the other one you can take much longer. You just need to get it in the air. Oh! Ruas! The delay kickoff gets red, and FBI chips it straight to net. He's got 3 seconds now. This is more than enough time to get the ball in the air. Ah, that doesn't matter, though. That's unscorable. Ruas still wins. And he's up 2-1 in this best of 5. Who is the RLCS referee? Listen, he's also a mod in this chat, so watch out. How's Wikipedia in updating the rest of the practice? Fahad up 2-1 on Taruk. Ops is through. Ops quals, Willie quals. So Fahad and Taruk playing for lowers, and Ruas and FBI playing for lowers. Only games still being played here today. Game number 4. Ruas and FBI. FBI gonna score first. He's loving this orange theme. Whatever this paints, goal explosion starts with orange. And he's got his orange sky blue affluenter. I'm loving it. I'm going to get the FBI preset after this. Can he accent it with a series win against Ruas? It's not going to be easy. Nice flick. As Ruas makes it 1-1. FBI trying to get Ruas awkward to start the possession by just throwing one on net. He knows it'll be saved. He has no question that Ruas can save that shot. Just that he can't save it while staying comfortable. And that's the key, because it's going to lead to an FBI possession. Nice shot from FBI. Forced into the back corner. FBI is able to carry this at around ceiling height, falls away from the ball, and powers the flip reset through. Ruas cannot just react in time. Hug at the midfield. Friendly competitors. Nobody gets a reset off it, though. Ruas was hoping to chip that. Oh, ground pinch? Could have been a hero. Now he's going to get scored on instead, but could have been a hero, and that's what's important. Nice roll from Ruas. I mean, I gave it, a foregone conclusion. I had Ruas scoring early, but he still has to actually confirm it, which he did very well. Ruas dunked. FBI probably just going to go for a boost steal as this ball will bounce high. And Ruas manages to clear this. I like the decisions FBI has made in general. I mean, he's going to get scored on, so. So obviously, this is a terrible time to mention it. But he's been pretty good about forcing shots on net instead of going for boost and keeping Ruas pinned back despite Ruas's very solid saves. And then knowing, sometimes it is the right choice to get boost. You need to do that sometimes. He's just been pretty good at picking the right one. Of course, the moment I look to talk about it, he probably overplays the ball and allows Ruas to score. Reset, force through. Ruas saves. Curve dash recovery from FBI. Now he should force the issue. He should go quick. Actually, Ruas just got boost on the respawn. Not even sure if FBI knows, but he's going to go low. And low 50. Ruas, FBI probably saw it. From his POV, I'm not sure I ever saw it on screen. 3-3. Ruas is too crazy on D, bro. It's true. Type 1 if you're too crazy on D as well. Double jump bump. Follow-up will be for a goal. Ruas. Oh, accelerates this out of the back corner into the pre-jump from FBI. Who's able to pick up the 100. Who is trying to posture to not get demoed. Now in the attack. Ruas jumps early. FBI. Interesting decision. See, he makes unique decisions. Hitting it straight down on the ground, I feel like it's just not what most players would do. They would have tapped that back to the corner and tried to reset possession more. But FBI, when he can, looks to try and keep the play going. Rush it to net. Just get a shot, even if it's a little bit more awkward. Keep Ruas playing defense from a bad position. This time he gets chased down and gets demoed. So, I mean, maybe they're wrong because they're tougher to play from, right? FBI taps it to the ground and tries to take a shot. Not as easy of a position to play from, which means you might get countered, more likely. And the past couple times I brought it up now, he has gotten countered. So those are the kind of risks he's taking by playing a bit unorthodox. But I also think it's the reason why he's gotten so many good goals. Ruas! Late reset. We watched it from FBI POV. And he just needs to make the play right where the post is. I think it's savable if that weren't for the case, but great shot from Ruas. He's trying to make it top 8. We saw Nas win the EU RLCS 1v1 from lowers. It's possible. You can do it. Ruas is going to have to try and do it from lowers. Nice flick. Oh my goodness, what a save. FBI, to be fair, knows that Ruas has to flick it because it's not headed to the net if he doesn't. So you can expect the flick, but still, that one was so powerful. I'm actually surprised FBI got the save. Now FBI, again, forcing the issue. Side flip, keep this ball headed towards the net. Keep Ruas making low boost save after low boost save. Now he's low boost as well. We'll finally have to give a little bit of room for both of them. Fake, hesitation, and dunks it in. FBI keeping this interesting with 1:11 left to go. Ruas wins this kickoff and immediately 50s with FBI. Wanted to make contact with him on the back wall. FBI escapes. Now it's Ruas playing for the back foot. Ooh, okay. I was going to say FBI was getting scammed. What a confident first touch shot, too. I mean, you could probably collect this down to the ground and get away with it. But just rips the shot immediately on net. And is now up 1, trying to force game 5 against Ruas. FBI uses his flip from what was supposed to be a wave dash kickoff to recover and make this save. Can Ruas punish? He feathers his boost there slightly so that when FBI shows up, he does not have a boost to pick up. Ruas was already at 100, but he had to take some out of his tank to make sure he stole it. And now, starting up again. Pass to himself off the ceiling. Hard ball to recover back to. Try to surprise FBI with a really strong cut, but a very slow speed. FBI doesn't panic. Stays calm on the goal line. In a great position. Throws this ball away at 0 boost. Needs to pick up pads right now because he's probably getting countered. Ruas misses here, but follow-up should be free. FBI he threw it away with that ball. At low boost, he tried to side flip and get like one last clear is maybe what he was thinking, but it was not a position where you could get away with one last clear. He needed to try and stay involved in the play longer. Now he'll have to score in the final moments as Ruas moves back to his corner. Flick is in! 6-7 FBI! Ruas, wall dashing, seems to pick up his backquarter boost, sort of awkward. Tried to fake the challenge and then is moving too much with the flick to be able to save it. Ruas cannot get back to this ball. FBI has forced a game 5. Game 5, Ruas versus FBI. Will Ruas be removed from the bracket early? It would be a loss to Nush and a loss to FBI. It would be a loss to the guys who have stayed more involved in the one scene, while Ruas faded away, focused more on his Falcons and trying to win a world championship in threes. Has his recent grind to get back into it been too little, too late? It could be decided here by this game 5, in which FBI is going to be up 2-0. FBI seemed like he thought about picking up the midfield boost, decides to go back and made the right decision, because not only does he make the save, he collects it to the opposite corner, gets 100, is now attacking the other way. Reset, pogo fake, doesn't work because the ball wasn't headed in. So he'll take it back to his back wall. He will be able to pick up the 100. Ruas is trying to make a defensive play right now, pinching the ball back to his own half where he could go pick up a 100 boost and then play with it. Oh my goodness, Ruas! He is just built different. Nobody else in the game makes that save. Ruas respawns and manages to send it into the crossbar, trying to connect on a demo now. Forced back past the midfield line. Ruas flick pop too high. No. Crossbar down and in. That was such a crucial save too. I felt like that was the game slipping away and out of Ruas's hands. And instead, he makes a play you'll never see someone make again. And now he's within 1. FBI wants to get a possession going. Doesn't feel good about challenging here. Double jumps to block Ruas, who should have a wall to air dribble. He hesitates slightly. You know what I'm trying to say. Air dribble bump. Nope, not going to connect. Late roll, not going to work either. FBI. Air dribble of his own. Staring at Ruas down below. Top shelf shot. Ruas saves it somehow, some way. Gets just enough of the crossbar to keep it out. Ruas, can he win this game off the back of miraculous saves? Or will he need a little bit of offense as well? I'll tell you what, he definitely needs at least some. He's playing from behind right now. But with a couple more goals, he can maybe just make goal line save after goal line save for however many minutes are left over. FBI throwing this towards nets. Won't be able to connect on the demo. Needs to get it clear. Tried to get it without jumping so he can keep his wheels glued to the ground. Is he going to try and turn this into a shot? It's going to be so tough to do. And he will fail to do so. Ruas in control. FBI fakes like he might go to the ceiling. Ruas air dribble shoots from really far out, so it should be easily handled by FBI. Still, Ruas gets a boost steal, so extended possession is available. FBI makes a nice save of his own. And now flipping as he trusts Ruas to challenge there. Was just a fake though. FBI slight bump, 17 boost to work with, could score. Tries to take advantage of it right now, boxes Ruas out. Ruas has control, straight down the center of the field. He could flick, ooh, and he's gonna go double jump bump. Like I said, he could flick top right and have no chance for a defender to make a play, but it's a tough mechanical play to make. Instead, he goes for a much safer play, the double jump bump. And he has equalized it. FBI saving his 14 boost off the kickoff. Will take up to the side wall. Ruas off the ceiling. Fakes the ceiling back to the back wall. And he has just got FBI staring him down. I know that's what I'm doing as I watch FBI on offense. I'm not looking at him at all. I'm just looking at what Ruas is up to. And he has put FBI to sleep. Gotten back down to the ground and taken the ball away for a goal. FBI should be able to pick up 100. Ruas, can he really stay in here? Not an easy flip to make. To control the ball and change your car just enough to make sure you steal your own back corner. Force Ruas back. Flick isn't quite there. It is! What? How is this the world we live in? I've seen Ruas save 3 times as hard of shots 5 different times in this game, and yet this one goes in. Ruas forced into his back corner again. Backflip. Now trying to muscle FBI off the ball. Really go for a hook shot from distance. Now he's going to play it a bit slower. He liked his double jump bump last time. FBI saves this one. Recovery's better for Ruas, but FBI is there. Gets a demo. Should be able to power slide cut this, and it should be free. FBI even wasted a second or two there. Think back to this moment if FBI wins because the ball hits ground, and Ruas needed another half second or so. FBI able to pick up the 100. Trying to force this through Ruas. Ruas backflip pop. 50, or, you know, I say 50, they're 50 each other, not the ball. Bumping each other. Ruas has to back off now. This is a really crucial moment. Under a minute. FBI keeps this in the blue half. Is going to go for a full time-wasting type dribble to the back wall. Ruas is chasing him down. Isn't having any of it. Has cut off the possession. FBI diving here in the corner. Huge 50 for him that he wins. Could have been a big risk. Demo now. He could waste so many crucial moments. What is he going to do with the ball? He's going to stay on pads and take it towards the net. I actually like this decision and not panicking, just retreating to boost. This way, he forces Ruas into net and now has his 100 and still possession. Shooting from distance. That was a bit of a flubbed touch. Ruas, though, might not be able to gain control. Ruas demoed again. Now FBI can just play keep away. Slow roll to his back corner. Wins the game. Ruas eliminated in the GSL stage of MENA RLCS 1v1. It'll be FBI who advances to the top 8. Jeez. What was the prediction? I saw a huge payout in the chat. 93-7. Are we going to have a new VIP? Did somebody just win a VIP outright from predicting FBI? All right, we have to take a look at the bracket here. Let me create. We can Okay, this is not the actual bracket. This is my predictions, which were of course wrong. So let's go through and enter what actually happened today to see where we're at. We're just gonna do 3-0s because it doesn't matter what series score is. Ops 1, right? Yes. Then Killiers. Then Fahad. Then Tiger checked in. Then Taruk, but then Fahad. Ops over Tiger. Okay, that's that side. Now Ruas beats KJJ. Nush beats Warden. Nush beats Ruas. TRK beats FBI. Willie beats Rada, or DQ bot. Check-in bot beats Rada. Then FBI beats Ruas. KJJ. What happened with KJJ? Did he win? No, he lost. Warden. Did Warden win both? No, Willie beat him here. Okay. This is where we're at. TRK beat Willie. Right? Okay, this is our bracket, which means this is our bracket tomorrow. NWPO, TRK, Nush, Killiers, Ops, Willie, FBI, Fahad. Interesting. I didn't care whether it was 3-0 or 3-2. I just, for the most part, just put in whoever won. Ruas out early. NWPO TRK, the Twisted Minds matchup. Nush Killiers, very winnable for Nush. Nush is in a great spot now. It's over for today, yes. That was the last series today. Very winnable for Nush. All of a sudden, he just went to like clear second place. TRK is going to get forced down and has to work through. Imagine Clear's quals for ones and not Nush. Is the winner of Feer Worlds ones Fahad? No, that's not this one. This is a different Fahad. New Fahad 506. Yeah, this is crazy. Obviously, I think everyone was waiting for the Ruas NWPO Grand Final. Guys, chat had Ruas as the favorite. They picked Ruas when we did predictions yesterday. Dude, Nush and FBI. Obviously, this was 3-2 here. Looks like you can't just, trying to get informed late. Because I have no question that Ruas should be contending, Dude, that means we have to update our tweet. I can't believe we had to update it today. I have a tweet that I've been running of the Triple Crown potential winners. And it's officially no one. Crazy, crazy, crazy. No, Zach is like no question your actual... Is he your only chance? Killiers? Yeah, Zach and Killiers are the only two. Start running the tweet for who can get double crown? Yeah, that could be the play. I guess Killiers could win this. It's not impossible. Zach could win his, but I honestly don't predict either of them to win theirs. But yeah, I think it's just Killiers and Zach are the only two who could do it. I mean, Ruas never had a realistic chance anyways. No one has a realistic chance, to be honest. Ever. And clearly that's shown here, like how tough it is to just even be the representative for your region, let alone win once you get to land. I don't think Triple Crown is ever going to happen until the servers die. It's not going to stop me from tweeting and talking about it for the rest of time until those servers die. Double Crown favorite has to be Atto. Yeah. Double Crown favorite, Atto, 2s and 3s. Then, who's next up? Is it Nas? 2s and 3s? Oh, no, you can't do 2s. 1s and 3s? I'll have to think about it. Nas, 1s and 3s. We'll have to see, like, if NWPO quals, it could be NWPO 1s and 3s. Zen, yeah, Zen and Vitality might be 2 or 3 and 2s and 3s. So, but Vitality, yeah, Zen, Atto are probably 1-2, to be honest, because their 2s is so locked, and then they just need their respective 3s team, which are both pretty good teams to win. Yeah, Ruas lost. Ruas did in fact lose right down here. Crazy stuff, gamers. Crazy stuff. What's that though? What do I hear? Huh? Chat, type extra point play if you haven't already. What a series. Zen versus Ruas land would have been legendary. Happy for Nas though. All right, I'm tapping out for this marble sphere. GG's. It's 95 degrees Fahrenheit in your room. Holy, can computers even run in a 95 degree Fahrenheit room? Like, computers are already so hot. All right, chat, time extra point play. Thanks for the love today. I will not get to follow MENA the rest of the weekend because I'll be doing the NA broadcast. I will be in the NA broadcast. So that being said, I will get to do the MENA Grand Final. I think that got tweeted out because the MENA Grand Final will happen on Saturday, and I'll be there for that. It was pronounced? Okay, good. What up, Haza? So yeah, we'll do the MENA Grand Final on the mainstream, but we will not be able to do any of the MENA. Maybe I go back and cast series for the YouTube or something. Maybe. Small chance. Probably not. I'm so tired after those full days of casting in the other region. It's probably not, to be honest. So yeah. Queue it up. We'll watch some ads, and then after that, we'll rip a marbles and we'll call it a day. Why did Dark forfeit all his games? A question only Dark could answer. This is how New Fear treats his day ones? What, because I'm not streaming? And I'm instead working on the main broadcast? Main broadcast is hurting your stream streak? Haven't ads in month. I forget what it's like. Oh, dude, get Twitch Turbo if you don't want to sub. If you just like my stream the most, you can Prime or Tier 1, but at least play marbles on the main stream. You know I can't control that. Good luck, have fun tomorrow, and try and work a DSC in if possible. Please and thank you. I don't know how I could get DSC in. He's got great DS. I see. Be a real force. Just whisper it. DSC. Diaz, see how he takes up the back wall. Oh wait, that's our best way in is for sure with Diaz. Diaz, see? Look what he can do. Okay, great. I got it. If someone disconnects, then he DSC'd. All right, let's raise some marbles. He looked like he might have DSC'd for a second, but he's okay now. All right, thank you. With this flick by Wavy, the cat's finally out of the bag. Isn't it? Wouldn't you say the cat's in the bag? The cat's finally in the bag? Like, isn't that how the phrase would be if you weren't trying to make a reference? What's for lunch? Dude, I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about if Dr. Feer is coming back for lunch today or not. She might not be. Means it could be bachelor lunch. And what do we do for bachelor lunch? Call me Lumi. Surely you don't choke. Surely you don't choke here. Don't choke. He didn't. Gotta be a win for Call Me Lumi, right? Pro Gamer. 5336. Gonna get seconds. Call Me Lumi! Congratulations on your new subscription to the channel. For lunch, have more marbles. You've got a point there. Bag of pretzels and a protein bar for my lunch? Too real. Too real. Double marbles? 34 subs and we do another marbles. Because I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing that everyone is unbanned. I want to make sure at least one person gets banned. Why not a medium-sized jar of mayonnaise to fulfill all your nutrition needs? That's a good point. It's a good point. Do you know if Boost does anything? It does not. If you donate bits, though, stuff happens in game. World record for Call Me Lumi, even though I literally saw our previous marble beat him. The Shadow Marble beat Call Me Lumi to the end. So I don't know why it's world record, but apparently it's world record. Maybe they reset it every season or something and it's a new season. Congratulations on your world record. I don't know why this loads in so slow now. Tie Stirps! I'm sorry. But you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Chat, I had a good time with you today. It was fun watching the MENA RLCS. Wasn't exactly excited about RW9, my GOAT, not qualifying for top 8, but it happens. I'll see you guys next week, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. Like I said, rest of the 1v1 weekend, working on the main broadcast. So I'll see you guys there. You can type your DSCs in the main chat. They're there, courtesy of Tiny Terry. I see you guys in there. Appreciate you guys hanging out, showing the love. I'll be chatting as well. I do my most chatting there when I'm not on the, match. All right, guys. See you later. See you next time. Can we raid Unreal for early access? Probably not. Bye.